Yes. Alive. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and my peoples and my guys, look alive, look alive. Your boy, I reach you with another episode of JAMBOREE, produced by the LDBC, produced by the Full Berserker Clan. I got the great blood boxing or boxing spreadsheet or retro boxing. He has many names. And I'm happy that and I've been a long time follower of his, watching videos, and I like that he came to the JAMBOREE and he wants to talk boxing, what's going on now, and maybe some things in the past we need to incorporate that. So, introduce yourself, if they don't already know, and let them know what's going on, brother.
Hey, bro. You're breaking up a little bit. Can Mr. J-Dub, can you hear him well in your thing, or is it my end? Mr. J-Dub, let us know if you can hear us well. Because some of that stuff you were just saying, brother, I couldn't understand. It was going in and out.
Okay.
Okay, I can hear you a little bit better now. I don't know. Let me see if I can move somewhere else here.
Okay.
So you said what you you wanted me to see Blue Blood said, brother Blue Blood in the house. He said that you sound like a robot, so he's letting us know. How's it going to my blood brother, man? Blue Blood Sports TV. We appreciate.
Okay, I got this microphone plugged in. Let me try to change the mic. Let me see if this sounds better.
You sound better right now. Just a second ago when you opened,
I'm good.
Like
I'm good.
You're good right now. But in the beginning, you were not good in the beginning. But it's okay.
Okay.
It's good, man.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. But appreciate you jumping on the show, brother, man. Seriously,
Yes, sir.
On a day like that. Finally got a day off, y'all. I'm sorry. Been a little busy with things and stuff like that. Y'all gotta excuse me. But we're gonna get right into it. So, Blood, one of the first things I want to address is Mayweather being a trainer. He's been through a lot, this year, obviously. He lost the mother of his children, and he also lost Roger, who was a great influence, who people like to leave out sometimes on his life, and he decided to dedicate his services to training and putting on, exhibitions, what to call it, at the chart. If you ask me from that perspective, I actually appreciated that he even tried to honor Roger like that. It actually kind of surprised me and threw me for a loop. But a lot of people don't think it'll last or whatever. But I just want to know your thoughts and stuff on it.
Well, in regards to Floyd Mayweather being the trainer for Devin Haney, I mean, if he takes this and he really focuses on Devin Haney's career, it could be a great thing, because who else to learn the tricks from other than Floyd Mayweather, one of the greatest defensive fighters to ever live. Hands down. I have my hangups with him and the decisions he made over the years, but one thing I cannot take from him is that he is one of the greatest defensive fighters to ever do it, ever. He goes in there, he knows what to do, he knows that ring. He has he used the shell, but he says it's not a shell, but it is. It's a throwback shell.
Yeah,
he added a little bit more to it though. And I appreciate talking to you too, who's got expertise in the sweet science. So if I need to be corrected, you make sure you do that.
I just want to shout out everybody in the chat. I mean, y'all just came in deep. I appreciate Blood and Miss Boxer for sending the traffic over this way. I'm sorry, guys. If anybody's still on and trying to end their live streams, because I started 3 on the dot, but I wanted to get the brother Blood on my channel. I never had him on before, so I was really excited to bring you guys this. So
yes, sir,
definitely. But like I said, I was always told, as far as the shoulder roll, that it came from 2 brothers from Detroit, Mitch and Dell. and they developed it together. You know, they were from Detroit. This is what one of my old heads told me. You
Hey,
know what I
man,
mean?
I'm getting the
And it was
knowledge from you.
it,
I'm getting it
it
from
was
you
taken
answering to
from,
me now.
but it was taken from that shoulder guard, like you was also saying, and also like a bit from Archie Moore. They say because he would do things like that, but he also used that crab style defense also. So Archie Moore had many ways of defense.
Yes, he did. The old mongoose, man. Him, Jersey Joe Walcott, the fighters from that era, man. Great fighters. Even the fighters before that, during the turn of the century, when they was teaching fistic arts in the universities and things, and they had former slaves go in there and teach them the art. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was involved in that during the Walcott era, the original Walcott. Okay, but yeah, man, as far as Floyd, that's what he offers. He offers his expertise to Devin Haney. And as long as he doesn't make it about himself, that's the thing that we have to worry about as fight fans. Is he going to take this as an opportunity to promote himself and shine on this guy's platform? As long as the teacher doesn't try so hard to outshine the pupil, I think that we might have something good on our hands. Now, Devin Haney's going to have to be dedicated because Floyd Mayweather, one thing we know about him is he trained his ass off, okay? He didn't drink. He didn't do none of that stuff. So he brings a lot of great things to the table, such as, let's not forget, Floyd Mayweather never got messed up on drugs. You never heard about him with any cocaine, nothing, not even marijuana. There was that little incident at one time where they had the little video and they tried to make a big deal out of some marijuana being in the background, but Floyd Mayweather wasn't smoking it. Floyd Mayweather always took care of the temple, man. And
He did that. He did that on purpose because there was a lot of people when I was younger, and I used to be in school when we used to be watching Floyd. They used to say, nah, you don't think he drink this liquor in that cup?" I said he does that on purpose,
right,
so that he could make the opponent think that, okay, he's not. You know what I mean? That's why when Floyd said that he doesn't destroy just the body, but the soul. He not
right.
lying. A lot of dudes was never right. Look at Victor Ortiz. To me, was the Oscar. You could say, but at least Oscar on the promotional side. So I still say,
Well, Victor and Oscar all both had other issues, brother. Both of them
yeah.
had
But
issues
Victor was really. You remember how emotional Victor got? Remember when he rewatched it, Blood? You remember when he was in front of that screen and rewatched it?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh
yeah.
yeah.
He was
absolutely.
mad. He was like, "Yo."
Oh yeah, that didn't do nothing for his mental state at that time. He's already disturbed, mentally disturbed anyway, so it just made it worse, is what it did. When he watched it in front of that screen,
Definitely. Well, from what I hear, I'm gonna comment real quick. I think Mayweather, from what they say, trying to salute to everybody. I see y'all building. He's trying to train everybody. He's trying to be like a trainer. If you can hear me, I'm sorry. It looked like it was
you're going in and out, brother. You're going in and out. Hey, somebody in the chat, Storm and B man, I see you. What's up, Storm? I was just listening to your show, Miss Boxing. One of y'all tell us if you could hear us up in here. Ronald Finkley, somebody let us know if you could hear at Reacher and you can hear me, because I'm having a little bit of issue hearing some of what Act Reacher said.
I think I'm gonna unplug this mic, man, because I feel like every time I plug this mic up.
Miss Boxing says that she could hear us, so
okay,
cool,
all
cool.
Right.
Okay, good. Right. They say we're good. We're good.
Okay. From what I hear, you can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm sorry. I was just telling everybody, thanks for coming out and subscribe, man, to my brother Act Reacher. Please subscribe, man. Okay. He just made 300 subscribers today. We need to get them subscribers up. We need to get it up to 400. Congrats on the 300 subscribers. We need to get them up, man. Please subscribe to my brother here. And he fights too.
Appreciate you. How do you feel about him training different fighters and
It's the
having
same thing,
him
man. I
having
think
like?
that you can't have a better
Oh, okay.
you can't have a better trainer than Floyd Mayweather. Okay, if Floyd Mayweather is focused on being a trainer, with the passing of Roger Mayweather, nobody knows how deep that was to him, and it apparently was deep because Roger Mayweather was very close to him. We all know the story. We all know the story about his dad and how he ended up with Roger and
Those
the
are crucial
jealousy his dad
years.
had after. We know all of that. We saw it, and there was a lot of emotional driven shit that happened behind the scenes too. Roger Mayweather was very close. If there's something that he could be dedicated, it could be to Roger Mayweather. You know what he needs to do? He needs to take a page out of his uncle's book and do what his uncle did for him. Okay.
Exactly.
His uncle never tried to outshine him and say, hey, you remember I won a world championship a couple of times and I did this and I did that. It was never about him. Okay. And that was the difference between Roger and Floyd Sr. Floyd Sr. always wanted it to be about him because he did not fulfill what he wanted to fulfill in the ring. I've looked at Floyd Sr.'s career very well, which I got a video coming out on that, okay? But he needs to do for all these trainers what Roger did for him, and you can't have a better trainer than Floyd Mayweather, the guy who's mastered the sweet science to its fullest potential as to what he got in the ring against. I mean, we didn't see Floyd face a few styles that Devin Haney is going to have to face, but I'm going to tell you right now, there's nobody better to get in that ring. Somebody who's went in there, has a perfect record, and as long as it's about him, man, as long as it's about Devin Haney or the fighters, not Floyd Mayweather. It's about him getting them better, and the success will come along with it, and he will have honored his uncle's name because he did it the right way. So just let's, at the presses, please don't start with the Floyd Mayweather talk about what you're going to do and what you're planning. Keep it focused on Devin Haney and whatever other young fighters you work with, okay? That's what I think about the whole
thing. Okay. I like that. And, on that, we're going to move on to the next. We want to move on to the next phase. What do you think about our brother Deontay Wilder's future?
Wow.
Because a lot of people think, before you go, Blood, a lot of people think I stopped talking about my mans. Ain't nothing changed. We still rocking out. I still believe. Well, go ahead, Blood. Go ahead. I just wanted them to know.
No, man, I want to hear what you're saying.
Nah, I was just saying we still rocking out with Wilder because, sometimes people think, I just don't want people thinking that. You know what I mean? That, Wilder first took the, we want to call it fluke.
Yeah.
I made tons of videos and saying how he could come back and how he needs to come back and stuff like that. But right. I want to hear your opinion. You know what I mean? It's not about me today. It's about you, man.
Okay. Well, all right. I appreciate that, man. This is the first of many to come, man. I'm going to get you over on my page too, man. But, there's so many different things that we could look at when it comes to Wilder. Okay. We could look at why he lost, why did he lose? We could look at what he needs going into the future. What are his chances against Tyson Fury? What does he need to do? What advice does he need to take? Safety measures need to be in place. That's the big thing. Safety measures need to be in place for Deontay Wilder. His team can't drop the ball again. If there are allegations out there as far as, and we'll get into the technical side of it too, but I'm just saying, before we get there, if there are any allegations out there towards him, okay, he needs to move past it because what are we trying to accomplish here? Do we want Tyson Fury suspended? Because if Tyson Fury spiked the water or he has something to do with that, then he needs to be suspended for good. There doesn't need to be another fight, not to justify anybody. He needs to be suspended for that. Other people have had to suffer for doing things like that. He needs to be suspended. That's a lifetime ban, putting something in somebody's drink, spiking somebody's drink, and that's a felony too. Okay, so all of that stuff needs to be brought forth in a better fashion. I mean, you're bringing it forth a little bit too late, in my opinion. Okay.
I think what you talked about behind the scenes, Blood, was spot on too. When you said you gotta have an old school type of dude that's your trainer that looks out for those things already. Now, me and my
Absolutely.
brother Oddfella talked about it. We was like somebody that's really old school. Now I know Mark Breland, he's not like that. He's a real calm dude. That's why they call him the Whisperer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna really expect Mark to do that. But Mark, you gotta whisper in somebody's ear and be like, "Yo, look, them Trump high as hell. Supposed to work in that cottage right there."
Yes.
You gotta pull that down, ref. That's the type of old that. Well, you know, I'm from New York. We don't stop talking. You know what I'm saying? You already know what Coach
and
James.
Y'all got the slickest talk around too. Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Coach James would have been he a Harlem dude too. Coach James would have been like, nah, he gotta, you know what I mean, act short. He got work in there. He got work in there.
Yes,
he got to work in there. You pull that down.
You know,
and those gloves, they look funny. But I'm surprised backstage. You know, when you feel out the glove and they have one person that's, you know what I mean, on the opposite team checking out the glove.
Right.
What's that? Am I sounding clearer?
You broke up a little bit on me. I'm not sure. Blue Blood is right. You're breaking up a little bit, brother. Hold on. We're having a little bit of. We'd like to thank everybody for coming out here. We have a little bit of technical issues, and we're gonna get them ironed out. Shout out to
my mistake, y'all. It's a bad storm. It's like a bad storm where I'm at, man. It's like drizzle, you know, on and off. But we're gonna make it through. We're gonna make it.
Yes, sir.
I'm good, or because I was gonna come out.
You're sounding better now, brother.
I was gonna say I was gonna come out and come back in if it was that weird, you know.
I thought I was listening to the Transformers cartoon for just a second.
Well, you know, they did give me a new nickname, Blood Galvatron.
Yeah,
you could thank the LDBC for that nickname.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That started with y'all first. But
yes, sir, man.
Let's move.
He's also
about him adding on the track. I think we need to mix it up in the pot. You know, country, like we got to make it like gumbo. Leave it alone. What you think?
Now that part there I missed because I couldn't understand you then because you went out just when you were damn man, you went out just when you was asking the question, man.
Hold on, I'm gonna come. What I was saying was, do you think that he needs to add on?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and elaborate on that. I'm gonna come out and.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do think he does need to add on to his team. Now I don't really know what he really needs because it's funny with Deontay Wilder because in my opinion, a lot of the things that came to surface after the fact. Okay, like the gloves. So he needs guys who are going to look out for his safety. He needs like the old school Richardson type. You don't have to be a fighter to have a strong personality. He needs a strong personality, somebody who's going to go around and be real suspicious of Tyson Fury, follow the motherfucker to the bathroom, don't drink nothing that night, don't have all the water with him with his brother or something like that. Don't drink nothing from no one else. Have your brother carry a bag of water that y'all brought there. Okay? Don't fuck around with nobody else's stuff. All right, if that's what happened before. So he needs to weed out certain people who put his safety at risk the first time. All right, so there's a safety thing there, and then there's also a thing for technique and all of that, which he could get that great advice from guys like George Foreman. He could get a few. I'm not asking George Foreman to go in the ring. I really would have liked
Blood, since you brought that up, could you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I was gonna say, what as far as the technique do you feel like he need to do?
Well, you know what, man? I'm going to be honest with you. I could only watch the fight one time.
Yeah, me too.
I tried to watch it the second time, and that's what's really hurting a lot of us too, is that we're not actually sitting down and studying the film of that fight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are not doing it because we're not watching it. So we're sitting out here talking about a fight and what he did wrong when we've only looked at it once. I only looked at it once. I'm going to be honest with you, but I was kind of trying to wait until they got through some of this little stuff with the coronavirus, and then I was going to start trying to look at the fight. But see, you can't be sensitive to people putting out technique videos, like improvement on technique. And see, the atmosphere right now is very sensitive. Okay, so right now is not a good time, and I'm trying to let some of this shit die down. And then we got to start going back and analyzing the video as to what happened and stop thinking about the cheating and stuff. Because if he's gonna get in there a second time, we got to look. I do remember he kept throwing that slow ass jab to the stomach. Okay. He's stepping with the slow jab, and Tyson Fury was timing him. When he was stepping in with that jab, Tyson Fury was timing that. He saw all of that. It was too slow for Tyson Fury. He's a tall guy. If you're trying to set him up with a hook or a check or something like that, it's going to be a lot harder to reach Tyson Fury, who's got those long arms, and he's looking for that because he's got a lot of technique himself, and he's already looking. He's setting traps himself because he's been involved in the sport since he was a young kid. Okay, and what Tyson Fury did, from what I could remember, is he took away Wilder's power hand because he moved towards the power hand. Okay, I started breaking it down in the video, and he was moving towards Wilder's power hand, smothering the power hand. You know, whatever other tactics he used, I saw Wilder use some tactics too, because Wilder hit him on the back of the head a couple of times. So both of them were using illegal punches and stuff like that. Now, the other stuff with the wrist and all of that stuff, that's stuff that should have been picked up on the first time, because when you look at the other fight before that, it was there then too. So the gloves and stuff, like I said, listen, with the gloves, so many different trainers had different opinions, okay? If you go across the internet, you go to the Mayweather gym, they said one thing. You go over there to them guys over in California, the Mexican guys, I forgot their names, they said some other shit, okay? And then, you know, all these different people were saying different things. So it goes down to the trainer's mentality on stuff like your gloves, and if they're going to catch that, and if that's important to them or not. And that's why certain people get away with certain things. That's how it works in life, man, in general. If you got certain people and there's safety measures and things, because it's always coming back to safety measures with us fight fans, because we're not sitting down, we're not breaking it down, because we're not willing to accept the fact that he just took the L, and that, you know, that yes, it's possible he didn't cheat, but you just don't get caught again. Because I'm telling you now, they're going to end up in a third fight. It's not going to go nowhere. I'm telling you, they're going to end up in a third fight. Unless they're going to suspend this guy forever, it's not a discussion. Do you want Wilder to get his revenge, or do you want Tyson Fury suspended? Or do you want Tyson Fury to get away with doing that, putting something in his drink and allowed to fight again? Is that what you're telling me? Send the message better as to what. Better explain yourself if you're defending the stance that, you know, he cheated and we need to expose him for cheating. Okay, if you've exposed them and you successfully exposed them for cheating, then you have to also bring forth what you think the punishment should be. You can't just expect him to get back into the ring with Wilder if he's been exposed, that the evidence is solid. Okay, but we got to get past that little part, man. We got to get over that hump, and we got to start looking at the fight. We got to start breaking it down, because I haven't looked at the fight again, bro. So for me to sit up here and tell you, I really need to look at that fight once again. Maybe look at the first fight. I've seen the first fight 3 times, okay, maybe, okay? And I liked what he was doing in the first fight somewhat, but Tyson Fury was not as aggressive in that first fight. Tyson Fury came with a different game plan. So we got to look at we got to start putting out the videos, and we got to start encouraging that they start looking at this fight instead of looking at the past. Look to the future. You never look to the past. Everybody said that. All the great rappers, all the great speakers, all of them said it. All the reggae greats, all of them said, look to the future, not to the past. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I guess you really covered that. You really covered that. Could you hear me? I'm gonna keep asking.
I'm not gonna say it on my own channel because, you know, I want to start no waves, but I'm glad to come over here and chop it up with you, and I'm hoping you invite me back too.
Yes, sir. Now we're gonna move into a fun one. It's a little old school, but it's recent. We want to talk about how you feel about Mike Tyson training. We all seen the videos. I didn't talk about this either, but I want to hear, you know, what you think about it. Do you think Mike Tyson is serious?
Yes, sir. I will definitely talk about Mike Tyson. In fact, Mike Tyson is my favorite show that I watch. Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. I fucking love that show. You know, man. Can I go off on something else just for a second here? It's a little off subject,
Yeah,
but it has
go
to do
ahead. Go ahead. Nah, it's cool. It's cool, brother.
okay.
And
So
salute to everybody that's coming through in the chat. I don't want y'all to think that, you know what I mean, we not, acknowledging y'all. It's just so many of y'all. It's just kind of so overwhelming right now. It would be crazy. But salute to everybody that's coming in. I appreciate it. Go ahead.
and y'all smash the like button and show some support to our brother at Reacher who goes in the ring and puts his life on the line. He's a warrior, gladiator, man. Can you imagine that? That I actually get to talk to the gladiators. But listen, man, as far as Mike Tyson, you know, I love the show Hot Boxing, and when he had Sugar Ray Leonard on, that was the deepest hot boxing you could ever go watch. I think I asked Kurt Anderson to watch it. I think I asked the brother Kurt and Scrapbook to watch it because, and that episode, Mike Tyson cried a few times and stuff, and Sugar Ray Leonard came to tears and all kind of shit like that. But I was laughing my ass off because Mike Tyson had a blunt in his hand, and I guess Sugar Ray Leonard told him it was all right to smoke. I kid you not, Mike Tyson held that blunt in his hand and didn't light it for the whole hour and 20 minutes. I thought it was the funniest shit. He never lit the blunt. He kept putting it on his mouth, but he never, I don't know if it was just out of him being intrigued by having Sugar Ray Leonard there, but I never saw him do that before. So salute to Mike Tyson. I love seeing Mike Tyson train because you know what's so important about him training is the fact that he's 54 years old and he's keeping his body in shape, man, because that's what we all need. We all got to keep our bodies in shape. Right now, I'm drinking ginger tea. We're a little older now. Now you got the coronavirus out there. Who knows what's next for us older guys, you know, and we're all put at risk. You know, that's why I say to all the older brothers, especially the ones who are in zones where there's a high possibility that you could catch corona, to you know, stay safe and stay take care of your immune system. Curtis Anderson, I know he wasn't feeling well, but look, Curtis Anderson doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want nobody to get sick. And especially us older brothers, we don't have it like we used to. That's just the way it is. So Mike Tyson sets a good example for us, for the guys from our generation. Mike Tyson's older than me, okay? He's 54. I'm 46. There's no excuse why I can't get off my ass and work out because I see Mike Tyson do it, who inspired me as a kid to just be a gladiator. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Mike Tyson gave us a little bit of something. Okay, yes, maybe he didn't come out with the brightest things out of his mouth, and maybe they try to say that he wasn't a gladiator. Guys like Teddy Atlas try to say that now he's a coward and he didn't do this and that. Well, where's all your championships, Teddy Atlas? When did you get your ass in the ring? You know, I respect you, but you didn't get your ass in the ring and beat up and knock out all them people. And you weren't the one doing all of that. Mike Tyson did that, and Mike Tyson could have been much worse. He could have been a menace in the street and took somebody out. Okay, but boxing saved him, and now he's back. He feels like he wants to make a little money. I say, yeah, make a little money. Shit. Hell yeah, give Mike Tyson some money. If Mike Tyson wants to fight, give him an easy fight. Don't put him in there against I heard Franz Botha is calling him out. There's the fight right there. Mike Tyson, Botha too. Something like that. Okay, if you got Botha calling you out, accept that. If you want to fight Holyfield again, then set up a real fight. Fuck it. Fuck the sparring match and exhibition. Set up a match between
that's gonna lead, I was gonna say that's gonna lead me into my next question. You know what I asked you behind the scenes? How you feel about him versus Shannon Briggs? Somebody on Facebook. How y'all feel too in the chat, y'all? Man. Salute. I see all of y'all coming in the building. Salute, man.
Salute to everybody. We thank you guys so much, man. Everyone out there in the chat, man. Shannon Briggs and Mike Tyson both being from the same Brownsville, both repping Brownsville, along with Riddick Bowe, too. You know, Riddick Bowe repped Brownsville as well. But you got these two guys, they got some history, they knew each other. In fact, I know because I'm such a follower of hot boxing that Shannon Briggs actually did an episode of hot boxing with Mike Tyson. It just has not been released. Huh?
I gotta watch that one now.
No, it's not out yet. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not been released. But I follow my brothers from my generation. I keep up with them. I keep up with even the guys older than me, like Larry Holmes and them. I go into Google News and just see if there's been a local article typed on Larry Holmes and I check all of them out, man. All these old school Warriors, Ernest Shavers. I want to know if Ernest Shavers is all right because I want to talk to all of these guys one day. But I want to complete my documentary. Then I want to talk to these guys, and I want these guys to stay safe, man, because we love Warriors. But back to Shannon Briggs and Mike Tyson. Listen, if this is an opportunity for these two brothers to make money, then I say yes. Let's go for it. You know what I'm saying?
I'll buy it.
They're friends. They're friends. They're friends behind the scenes. Why not make some money? Like I said, like you pointed out to me, you corrected me behind the scenes. Everybody, just to let you know, this guy's knowledge, he corrected me behind the scenes. I was talking to him and I was telling him about fighters who have been friends. And I told him that Marlon Starlin and Maurice Blocker used to be roommates. And he said, wait a minute, you mean Simon Brown and Maurice Blocker? So this guy right here put me straight. And I'm the historian here, okay? He put me straight and let me know and reminded me that I was wrong. So, but
I appreciate you, Blood. But they all knew I knew that because they know I'm a Terry Norris fan. So they do that. But you ain't got it. You good, man. You good, man. Yeah, you got so much knowledge in your head. You know.
No, but they're friends, man. So don't you think buddies should make money, bro? As friends, they should.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100. I agree with you 100%, man. Just try with the promotional. Try not to be too friendly, guys, because I know that y'all are really, really cool, all of y'all.
Yeah.
You, Riddick Bowe, Zab, all them Brownsville dudes.
It's gonna be really hard, I think.
My cousin's cousin, Curtis Stevens.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep. You remember Curtis Stevens, the one that
yeah. Right.
That's my cousin. Yeah, that's my cousin's cousin.
And his entourage and Curtis Stevens' crazy entourages that he have talking shit in the background. Yes, sir. Absolutely. You know, but yeah, I want to see to be honest with you, if Mike Tyson comes back, I want to see Mike win though. I don't know if he could beat Shannon Briggs at this stage, bro. To be honest with you, I don't know. Shannon Briggs might be a pretty hard fight.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was gonna tell you I got Shannon Briggs. I'm surprised you didn't ask me who I was gonna pick. I'm definitely going with Briggs. I'm going with Let's Go Champ. I'm going with Let's Go Champ.
Okay.
I'm going with Let's Go Champ.
I'm gonna go with Mike, bro. I'm gonna go with Mike.
I don't think Tyson. I think Tyson is gonna be good, literally for a round, and then Briggs gonna do what he do.
Yeah, it's just with Briggs. You know, you look at Briggs' fights from his primes, Darrell Wilson and them guys. You know, Briggs has the tendency, like when he goes in with that jab and he drops his hands and shit like that, he leaves himself open a lot. And he still does it as an old man. He's even slower with it now. But I looked at some of his most recent fights, and he's beating up like guys who work at the store and grocery attendants and shit like that, you know. But Mike is older than Briggs. Briggs has the age advantage, and the age advantage means something when one's 40-something and one's 50-something. Trust me.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's a good point. We ain't talking about 30 and 20-something.
Breakdown. What's that?
No, I say you're right. I said you ain't talking about 30 and 20-something. I was just, you know.
Because see, what people fail to mention about the human body when you get older, it's not only your muscles and your reflexes that get weaker, it's also your bone structure. Your bone structure is not the way it was, all kind of stuff. So, you know, it's a lot of stuff that's off. So at this stage, Mike Tyson needs to find a Peter McNeely. He needs to fight either Botha or Peter McNeely or somebody like that. He's taking a big risk even with
he can fight my Nigerian brother, the first Nigerian heavyweight champion, Samuel Peter. Who next?
No, he can't fight the Nightmare. The Nightmare's too young, man. The Nightmare is too young for him.
Yeah.
The Nightmare ain't looked good lately. The Nightmare look like trash, but the Nightmare's younger than I am. Okay, he's younger than me. Samuel Peter's younger than I am, so no, that's not fair. He can't fight.
He said that's not Peter. Fair. He said, Blood said that's not fair.
No, he can't beat Samuel Peter. Blue Blood said he wants in the conversation.
Do I got you? Where's my phone? Give me a second.
I don't know, man, but I get to chop it up with the New York brothers, which is cool, and talk about Shannon Briggs shit. Mike Tyson, you guys would know a little bit more about that background than me, but I can tell you as a fight fan, I followed both of them from the very beginning of their careers.
I'm gonna send you the link, Blue, through my phone. I'm gonna grab my phone real quick. Go ahead, continue on. Keep elaborating.
Okay, yeah. Hey, while I'm at it, man, I just want to thank everybody, man, for coming through while at Reach is gone here. Gentlemen's Jungle, it's good to see you here, Marv Net, yeah, man, my boy Marv Net is here. Blue Blood is here. We got Miss Boxing. Hey, what's up, Miss Boxing? Yeah, I told Miss Boxing I was coming over here. And we got Utah in the building. Mark Wunderlich is up in the house, man. Ronald Finkley is here. Trick Nolte, how you doing, man? Yeah, Simon Brown damn near killed Maurice Block, and these guys was roommates. I said Marlon Starling. I know that Marlon Starling fought Simon Brown too, but I mixed it all up, and he was able to correct me earlier. We had a conversation, and man, I didn't realize the knowledge, man. From Matt Reacher here, man. Curtis, I'm telling you, bro, this kid got some knowledge, man. This young man here, you know. We got Denise Ward's up in here. How you doing? The brother. Big brother Stormy B-Man up in the house. Akeem the Great from out of Duval County up in the house. Trick Nolte, how you doing, man? Let me see, man. Ronald Finkley said, I used to catch Mike Tyson in Atlantic City all the time. He would always be seen on the Pacific Avenue Strip. Yeah, I heard Mike Tyson, man, from his sounds, man. He gets around and, you know, I heard he's real nice to the fans and all that stuff, too. You know, he'll sign autographs and all kind of stuff. He's real mellowed down now. But you know, I'd like to have a discussion with Mike Tyson, man. That'd be an awesome thing, man. And all of those guys from back in the day, Ronaldo Snipes, Mr. Snipes, and all the greats, man, from back in the day. Hey, man, what's up, Ed Reacher, man? Hey, I see you, bro. I told you I hold it down for you, bro. I told you I had your back, my brother. You're on mute, though.
I appreciate it. Could you hear me? Am I breaking up?
No, man, you sound great. You sound great, man.
Okay. I sent it. Blue, if you're still there, I sent it to your phone. You know what I mean? I kind of, you know, like I said, I never had blood on, you know, so I kind of, you know, but it's whatever. That's my New York. I can't turn away my New York people, you know. That's hard.
Oh, yeah, that's my blood brother.
I like that. I like that name too. I always thought that name was
really man.
That was definitely hard body. Now let's move into Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia. I know you like this.
Okay.
What you think about that fight?
So I want to ask you though, has the fight already been signed though? For him to fight
with Danny Garcia and Earl. I heard. You know what? I don't actually know. See, I know the other thing I talked to you about as far as Tio and Loma. I know that one. You know what I mean? But
you know what? If they do sign to fight each other, I like the fight. Do they need to do it right away? I think because if Errol Spence never had an accident, I would say go right ahead. But at this time, because Errol Spence has been in that accident, I would like to see Errol Spence warm up. And I'm usually gung-ho to see these guys get right in the mix. Because to me, this whole coronavirus thing, I mean, some of these guys only fight once or twice a year anyway. You got Keith Thurman, he'll take a 2-year break. So, you know, I would have liked to see these guys get right back into it, but not with Errol Spence because I have not seen him fight since the accident yet. I want to see what he's looking like after the accident. Then I'll know what to think about him. I don't think that the expectation should be for Errol Spence to go right in there against a hard puncher like Danny Garcia without testing his skill set. I'll tell you what, at 100% though, Danny Garcia don't have no shot against Errol Spence at 100%. Errol Spence will beat him up. Danny Garcia does have a very good chin. He might be able to take the ass whooping for 12 rounds. But he would get beat up by Errol Spence, man. I'm here to tell you, if Errol Spence could get back to 100%. Errol Spence provides something different. Southpaw, hard punching, skill. He's got really good reflexes, good body work, goes to the body real good. He's a banger, a dog in there. He could take a good punch. He's just a tough kid, a well-rounded fighter, man. A true soldier and gladiator to the sport. And just great with the sweet science. And I would really like to see him at his best, mixing it up with Terrence Crawford before Terrence Crawford gets too old.
Yes. Me personally, you know what I mean? I agree with you slightly. I know people gonna be surprised. I'm surprised that he would take Danny right away like this. But at the same time, I'm not mad that Earl is jumping right into it. And I'm gonna tell you why. Only because he be playing games. I hate to say it, you got to get him now, even though it may not be the best thing to do. It's just Earl's gonna really have to be training like a look, man. You're gonna have to be training like a dog and studying, bro. Cause Danny is a great counterpuncher. He gonna be trying. He ain't only thing I could say. He can't match your work rate. You don't have to worry about that part, the work rate part. Danny is a very hard counterpuncher, very hard aggressive counterpuncher type.
But he does a lot of his counter punches off of just muscle memory and reaction, because I've seen him.
So you're not saying he don't set him up?
He be counter punching and he be closing his eyes and stuff. So he does it off of feel and stuff like that, man. But yeah, you're right though. You are right.
Nah, that's
if Errol Spence is at his best, he ain't gonna be able. He's not gonna have the reflexes to count.
You don't think with a lot of sparring?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ekri.
No, I was gonna say you don't think with a lot of sparring he can make up for that. And so salute to everybody that just came in. Go ahead.
You know what, man? All the sparring. You know who will tell Errol Spence better than anybody is that kid Jermell Charlo, because they sparred several times. So once he gets in there with people who are used to sparring with him and stuff, they should be able to tell him better than any of us, because they actually been in the ring. His best his best mouthpiece is gonna be his main sparring partner, which that's I heard at one time.
And that is true. That actually is very true. That's very true. You're right.
That is the best person who's gonna tell him if he's where he was. That's who's gonna tell him. So he needs to get in there, get in some rounds with Jermell Charlo and see if he could keep up with that rate that he was, because I saw them two spar. I saw some footage. And see if you could keep up with that rate. Jermell Charlo will be able to tell him if he's where he needs to be. That's the only person that I'm really willing to listen to right now is Jermell Charlo on that one.
Okay, that's a good. That actually is a good assessment.
Yep, he's the expert when it comes to where Errol is at. The expert, and you know me with the Charlos. I'm not one to give him credit too quick, but the expert is Jermell Charlo and whoever else spars with him, because those are some intense sparring sessions that I saw him engaged in with.
They be going at it if y'all really do want to watch it, I wouldn't even be mad if they made their Patreon and charged y'all. He was going at it. You not lying, blood. You are not lying. The only other people I ever seen, and y'all gonna be shocked that I'm saying this, the only other people that I seen going hard like that was siblings. Amanda Serrano and her sister. I forgot her sister's name. They had a spar.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, man. Yeah, I saw
Vladimir Klitschko. That made me feel like they were soft. After I seen sisters going at each other like that, I was like, damn.
Yes.
But anyway, just one last question on the Earl thing. Do you think there's a chance for an upset? Obviously, you think so because of the injury, because you think it's too soon.
Yes, I do. I think it's a chance for an upset because we don't know where he's at. I haven't heard from Jermell Charlo, with the expert who would know if Errol Spence is where he needs to be. And the other expert is his trainer. I don't want to underplay his trainer. So, you got to look at his trainer too. What's his name? James, you got to
Derek James.
He's going to let him know. Derek James, Charlo, all of those people are the ones who is going to let Errol Spence know if he's ready for Danny Garcia. And once I hear them say it and they confirm it, then I think that the chances of an upset in my mind slims. If I had to bet money and stuff like that, I would need a confirmation. I would really want a confirmation from the Derek James guy and Charlo. I need a confirmation from them two brothers there because they're the ones who will see it. and really put the reality to him. I hope they're honest with him and say, hey, Errol, you're not where you used to be. But possibility he's where he used to be. If he's where he used to be, I don't give Danny Garcia much of a chance against Errol Spence, brother. Not against the Errol Spence that faced Sean Porter or any of them other guys before then. I don't give him a chance against that version of Errol Spence. I don't know what the new version is. So I do give him a chance. I say that the chance of an upset, 50%. Maybe if I had to throw a number out there and we were betting and have money on the line, I'll say 50% chance of an upset without seeing Errol Spence. With seeing Errol Spence and knowing that he's where he used to be, the chance of an upset, Danny Garcia's a decent undefeated young fight, 15 to 20%, maybe 15 to 20%. If Errol Spence, you understand the philosophy in which I'm trying to break it down here?
No, definitely.
So I give him, yeah, like if he's where he needs to be, if Errol Spence is Errol Spence, Danny Garcia got a 15 to 20% chance of upsetting him. If Errol Spence just go right in there the way it is, I say you got a 50% chance of up. It goes up that much, the percentage. It goes up that much in my way of thinking, what's going through my brain right now, using the sweet science and using percentages. Because the sweet science is about a whole bunch of shit. It's about technique. It's about all kinds. You got to think. It's a thinking man's sport. That's why a lot of us love it too, because it's a thinking man's sport, and you could put money on the line, you could bet, and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you got to really know how to break it down if you want to start putting money on the line. You got to look at some of the outside variables too, and things like that. You got to look at all those factors. Is he mentally ready? Because like Deontay Wilder said, it's 95% mental. I've heard great fighters say 90% mental, 95% mental. So it's no doubt about it. It's a high probability is mental when it comes to boxing. Okay, it's mental. So there's a big mental aspect. So, as a fight fan too, you have to look at the mental side of it as a fight fan, especially if you're going to bet money. All right. I bet money before. I told this Puerto Rican kid that Bernard Hopkins was going to beat the shit out of Trinidad, okay? And me and that guy argued at the basketball court for months. For months we argued because he was the only one that I knew on the basketball court who actually knew who Bernard Hopkins was. A couple of the guys had heard of Trinidad because of the, some of the popular fights he had been involved with, like De La Hoya and stuff. But I told this motherfucker, he bet me money, and listen, brother, I never saw that Puerto Rican guy again. After he bet me that money,
I bet you did. I bet you did. That happened to me too with Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz. One dude I won $500 off. I was really supposed to have like $650 that night. There was another dude I bet. He obviously was ass betting. We knew each other, whatever. He ended up moving. He ended up moving to Staten Island. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's up.
Yep. Yeah, over $500. See, that's why guys need to stop it. If you don't got the money to back it up. So all you fight fans out there, if you don't got the money to back your bet, then please do not bet. Don't go don't come to the basketball court no more and move into another city so you don't have to pay your bet and shit. That just shows how much of a bum you are. You need to come forth. You know what? I never told nobody this. This is the first time I ever admitted this online, okay? One of the reasons I was so mad at Manny Pacquiao is because I betted money the night when him and Cotto fought, okay? I betted $500, all right? I bet it on Cotto. I lost $500 fucking dollars that night, which I never told nobody on YouTube. I did my pity.
That's crazy.
Party video, but I never told nobody about the $500 I lost. But I had to pay it up. You got to pay that shit up. You lose the fucking bet, you pay up. This is the way it is, But anyways, what we were talking about anyway, we went totally off track with that shit about the probability of there being an upset or whatever like that. Listen, man, there's a chance, man. There's always a chance in boxing. Errol Spence just needs to let us know what he got, man. That's all.
I see my cousin E just came in the chat. My cousin E from Queens. He lives in Florida now, actually.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to
my
you,
cousin E.
you hot,
I think
man.
he's in What part are you in again, E? I forgot what part. Oh, it's St. Lucia. Nah, he ain't over there. Nah, I'm thinking it's super ugly people. I'll wait till he say it in the chat and I'll bring it back up. But I
Down
want to
south,
talk.
because Florida's so different. It's like North and South Florida are like two different states. North Florida, you would compare more to country Georgia. It's a country town. North Florida is real, got a lot of country remote areas where you can't get phone signals and all kind of shit. It's a lot different in North Florida than South Florida.
Yeah, definitely. My cousin, he moved out there a few years back or whatever. Forgot what part exactly he's at. I always be forgetting, man. What part? He always tell me too. I always gotta remind me what part he's at. But let's move on to the Andy Ruiz joining with Eddie Reynoso. Do you think that that's a good thing? We're gonna stay on it too long, you know.
Like we were saying before, he has a connection to them, so that's always a good thing because the mental aspect. With Andy Ruiz, man, I don't even think his problem is with trainers. Okay, I think he could have kept the trainer he had, But the thing about it is, he wasn't feeling the trainer. What's his name? The guy he got rid of. I forgot his name, but he should have kept that guy probably. But if you're not feeling him no more, then there's a mental thing there, and he's not giving you the drive. Then you got to move on. You know what I'm saying? And with Andy Ruiz, it's about him, man, because Andy Ruiz, he had momentum going into that fight with Anthony Joshua, that first fight, because he had just came off of training camp. If he's focused, he'll do very well. He's never going to have an Olympic body. But what this guy did is he went in there and he was fatter. Okay, there's a couple of pictures that was thrown around the internet with him looking slim down. I told you guys the whole time that those pictures that I could take pictures and make people slim. I could take a picture and I could make somebody look fat or slim. You know, you could do all kind of stuff with pictures and hit certain areas with the picture and the lighting and all of that stuff. So he just needs to stay focused, stay away from the, Mexican buffets and burritos. I mean, Mexican food is good. I love Mexican food. I love me some fucking tacos.
I ain't gonna lie.
Enchiladas.
You're right about that. I don't know why. Say how you don't remember. I'm unsubscribing. Oh, St. Petersburg. Oh yeah, you from Keith Thurman. Oh yeah, that's why you was rooted. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oh, okay. I forgot. I should have thought about Keith Thurman. You're right. You definitely right.
Yes. See, Keith Thurman is from Clearwater.
Oh, he's from Clearwater. Oh, okay.
St. Petersburg, Clearwater, and Tampa, all like a triangle, all together.
Oh, okay.
You're from there. You from? Yeah, they got St. Petersburg. They got Clearwater there, and it's a beautiful area, man. If I ever had to live anywhere in dead Central Florida, that's the place where I would live. I got plenty of friends and family in St. Petersburg, man. That's a beautiful city. I'm sure he's got a lot to do, especially if he's a young man. He's got it good. If he's a young man, there's some beautiful women. Oh man, the nightlife of St. Petersburg and Tampa, man. I done been to some.
He's not single though. My brother, he married out there. My cousin married.
Okay. So he married. So
set up shop.
Don't worry about that no more. But
yeah, I'm just saying,
they got a lot of eye candy. There's a lot of eye candy out there, bro. I'm just saying, there's a lot of eye candy up in that motherfucker. There's a lot of eye candy, brother. We gonna look anyway. And who wouldn't want to be around beautiful women? Whether you married or not, you still want to see some beautiful women walking around you. Palm trees, all that beautiful stuff, which is what St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater got.
Oh, you say they got all that while ago? Oh, he said, he said, okay. I know what he meant. No, he meant like, to be, married, to set up shop.
Absolutely. I know exactly what he's talking about. Hell yeah.
At first, I didn't get it at first. I thought he meant with you.
Chilling. The brother's code is universal. It don't matter if you come from New York, Florida, California. It don't matter. Louisiana. It don't matter if you come from North Dakota or if you come from Utah, like Mark Wonderlich. You come from a weird ass place like Utah. All of us are fucking cool. He's got the brother's code, man. The brother's code don't never stop, bro. That shit universal. Even some of the Africans and British who come onto our pages. Salute to y'all too, if y'all out there.
Salute to everybody in the chat now. I appreciate Blood for doing this. as far as I want to get back, let me get back to boxing real quick, blood. If
okay, yes, sir.
Do this. I don't step on nobody's toes. That's really, I know other people want to go live, but I got a couple of these bonus questions we're gonna try to go through. Like I said, Andy Ruiz, I feel like he would be more in shape if he's with the Reynosos because of what I was telling you behind the scenes.
Right.
I feel like they not gonna have Andy. And I like Manny Robles. I still think Manny Robles is a great trainer, but he only can work with certain type of fighters. He can't work with dudes that are really feeling themselves and you can't talk to. Andy Ruiz kind of got like that. You know what I mean? I heard.
Right.
So
no, you're right, man, because as a fighter yourself, you see a side of it that I don't see. So,
yeah, definitely, because sometimes when you're the person getting hit in your head and your body, I understand why you feel like, you are that, centerpiece to the puzzle. You are the nucleus or whatever. And I understand that. But you have to understand, no, there's other it's like a tree, with branches. You got certain branches that's going to lead you to get to the top.
That's right. Absolutely, man. I agree with you 100% on all. Scrapbook boxing, what's up, bro? I see you, OG, and the haters have an opinion. All of y'all, man. IP Star, your boy right there. Yeah, your boy right there. Shout out to you too, bro. Stay safe down there. Yeah. Stay safe, my brother. Yes, sir.
I see you, Focus Ball. Salute, fam.
Focus Ball, man.
I think
I love your page, Focus Ball.
I think that he gonna be slimmer too. Y'all gonna be surprised, but it's probably gonna be a little healthy slimmer because they were catalysts.
Yeah.
Like butchers out there. I heard Eddie Reynoso and Chepo and them. So.
And don't show you don't need to post us the pictures on social media, Andy Ruiz. Just show us that you slim when you step on that motherfucking skate.
Yeah, facts. Leave that to the dudes that's really in shape. But anyway, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, blood. I only said that because I do that time to time. But that's for the ladies. Well,
yes, sir.
Let's go to Tank, Devin, and Floyd. That melodrama, real quick. Let's go to that. Yeah, hurry. Yeah, Blue, try to get in here, man. Because I gotta, man. After this Tank and Devin and Mayweather thing, it's just a TO question, and we out of here. We got 2 more questions, and I'm done. But yeah, let's talk about Tank, Floyd, and Devin. I usually don't even talk about Tank like that because I like Tank so much, and I got so much high expectations for him. You know what I mean? I didn't like the Leo Santa Cruz fight. You know what I mean? I do like Tank as a fighter. I just don't like the particular way he's being moved. I don't know if he realizes it. In my opinion, Mayweather was protecting him the whole time. People say they look at him as trying to overshadow him and all of that. All of them matches, to me, I'm not going to lie, bro. Like, besides Pedraza and Liam Welsh, to me, his best work to me was in 2016. And I was there for one of them. Because my boy Maxito fought on the undercard, and I helped him get ready for that fight.
Nice.
I got the pictures on Facebook. If you got me on Facebook, you seen it.
Oh, I know what you're saying is the real. I know what you're saying the real, brother. I'm a real good judge of character, bro. I know what you're saying is real. Plus, anyway, you've been sending me footage of you putting in work.
Oh, yeah. And I sent you the joint with Hank Lundy.
So I know what
you're saying. Hank Lundy joint.
This brother's legit. And I want y'all to subscribe. If you came from me, subscribe to him, man. There's no way he should leave out of here and still have 300 subscribers. He just broke that. He should leave here having whoever wouldn't subscribe need to subscribe. Come on, man. Let's support each other, bro. Support everybody.
Yes, sir. So do you think, and then on top of that, Tank, you kind of got caught. See, Tank, out of everybody that we did is feeling like me and Blood gotta, take you to trial right now. I gotta morph into Galvatron. Because this is a lot of stuff, Tank. You took your old head's boo, his lady. I'm not now. Look, I'm just saying. I'm not mad if you're doing that, but you got to set yourself up to already be the boss. You can't be doing stuff like that, Tank. And
okay,
that's mad
messy.
messy.
Wait a minute, brother. Are you talking about when Tank took Floyd's woman?
Yeah, Tank took.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. I don't know if you knew when he got arrested recently.
I heard about it.
Yeah.
I
ain't gonna lie. She a nice little. She was a nice looking older lady. I ain't gonna lie. I could tell she was old.
Tank got him some of that, huh? She was supposed to be loyal to Floyd, and Tank got him a little bit of that.
Yeah, I heard someone he got in the club after one of the fights. I don't remember. I think it was that when he fought that after. I think that happened after he fought the Pandemanian cat. He got her in there. You know how you have fight parties and stuff after. You know how that go.
I'm not big on Floyd's personality, and I can understand someone cheating on him and stuff like that. But when it comes to the defense, he's the top dog. When it comes to teaching the sweet science, if he's focused on the fighters, man, he's gonna be the best fit for him. Point blank, period. The outside of the ring stuff, I try to stay away from it as much as I can, but I hear it, and a lot of the stuff he does outside of the ring, I question. What's up?
I was gonna say only reason I brought it up, Blood, because it's leading into the grand finale to what I'm going, the ultimate. So let me, let me skim through it so I could just ask you the question. And Blood came in too. Salute to, Blue came in too.
We're shaking with y'all, man. My blood brother in the building.
Hey,
what's good?
Hey, my brother, man. Blue blood up in here.
Hey, Blood, man, you gotta stop disappearing, man. We gotta hear you more often, man.
Man, I'm trying to get back on here, man, but man, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. It's hard to get on there a lot, man. But I'm gonna try to get more active, though.
Yeah, you got to, man. You got to, man. It's a great thing when you're on.
Hey, man, Blue, I'm glad that you know what, Blue, hey, every time I get me some alkaline water and some ginger tea and stuff like that, man, I be thinking about you. I
got that's great, bro. That's a great thing, bro. Word.
You gave me good advice, bro. All I drink. Now, you know what? He gave me so much streams like half ago where he bought one of his friends.
Yeah, my boy Ty. Yo, you know something?
Health and stuff like that, bro.
And Blood, he down there in Florida now too.
Oh man, I need to start linking up with some of you guys.
Yeah,
because I need. You know what? I'm staying good with my health. Blue, man, I appreciate that, man. That was really good, man.
No doubt.
To put those information in. Thanks for letting me know about alkaline water, because that's all I buy now. I don't buy nothing but alkaline now, bro.
Yeah, he transitioned so deep, man. He don't even eat cooked food no more. He only eat raw food.
Yo, salute. Hey, salute, Ron Finkley. I see what you said in the chat. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, he transitioned so far with it, man. He don't even eat cooked food no more, man. Everything's raw he eat. I tell him, man, that's I can't do that, man.
You know, Blood. Blue. You know what's crazy is I feel like I actually started to get a little bit more leaner. You know what I mean? When all my dinners, I eat fruit with it now.
Yeah.
Watermelon, I'll chop up the bananas and blueberries, and
I seen him. I saw him on Instagram yesterday, and because every day he does these two he do like his breakfast, and I think he do his dinner or something like that. He always show the people what he's doing via Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. And I think yesterday or this morning, man, he was eating like some avocado and some dried up raisins and dried tomatoes, and it was just like a lettuce wrap. It was like a lettuce wrap though. And,
I need to follow him because he dropped
That sounds good. That was a lettuce wrap, you said? You gonna have to.
Yes.
You got the
Yes,
ingredients to that, boo?
Yeah, it was avocado, dried tomatoes,
Text it to
sun-dried
me.
tomatoes.
Text it to me.
All right.
It's better. I remember it better. I'm a visual learner.
Yeah, for sure. I got you. Yeah, man. He get, man. He see me eating, man. He be like, bro, man. When you transitioning, man, you got to get to this, to that. I mean, that I don't know if I could ever just be straight up no cook food, man. Like,
yeah, nah, I can't do. Yeah, I can't do that all the time. I'll do it probably, a couple of days out the week and stuff. I'm with you on that. But
yeah,
fellas, if you don't mind, let's.
He actually does. His mother grows their food, so she's on the same. His mom is on the same.
Oh wow!
Yeah, his mom.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he was just talking about how people was buying sea moss.
Way, man.
Yeah, and it's fake sea moss that people's putting out there now, and he gets his sea moss organic. So it's a lot of things that go along with it, man. But if you're not growing your own food, man, it get difficult, man. You know what I'm saying? In his case, his mother grows the food, and so it's different,
Florida's a nice place to grow food too, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's and they go back and forth from like Florida and North Carolina. So,
Oh yeah, North Carolina's beautiful. I used to live in North Carolina too. It's a beautiful place, man. I lived over there in Fayetteville at one time in the '80s.
My grandfather's from Edenton, North Carolina.
Yeah. Beautiful state, 4 seasons, man. It's a little too cold for me still, though. I'm a Florida boy. I can't do it.
I hear that.
Yeah, man, they asking me if Wilder was really drugged by the water.
So, fellas,
I'm surprised you don't get down here to Orlando, none, man.
Yeah, I'll be. Matter of fact, Blood, I'll be there. I'm coming down in July.
Okay, I'm gonna meet up with you, man. We're gonna have to.
Let's do it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's make it happen. Yeah, I'll be there.
Meet up though.
What day we leaving to go to Florida? On the July 26th, June 26th. I'm leaving June 26th.
Okay.
So I'll be down there. I think we staying for a week. Right?
Month. Okay. I'm gonna come see you, man. We're gonna meet up and have some dinner or something, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, let's make it happen for sure. We gotta make it happen. We gotta make it happen.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I got them, linked back up.
Yes, sir.
I
feel like Big L when he bought Big Daddy Kane on the Platinum Plus track. Remember how y'all see Big Daddy Kane for a minute?
That was tight. And I like how Big L also had
Big L just put him on that. It was like,
yes,
okay.
Sir.
And Big Daddy Kane was hard on
that. New York legend, bro. He
sure.
made it down here. We got his stuff. We rocked with Big L, bro. That's a tight rap. He got some. He had Cool G rap on one of his tracks too. On that last album, we had like you said, Platinum Plus. He had Big Daddy Kane. It was good hearing all those guys on there, man.
Yeah,
I wish Big L was still around. He was such a talent, man.
Yep, we was definitely robbed of some legendary music, man. What could have been, man, at a young age. And if you look at it, man,
I want to do y'all say I want to do a blog with y'all, one day about that, talking about the early 2000s and the 90s hip hop.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, man.
Say that. I don't like to give away too much information because I feel like that could be a blog for another day. I want y'all though. I want to ask you, Blue, since you came in. Do you feel like Tank is right on the fact that Mayweather is a traitor, working with Devin, and both of y'all could just hop in? It's a Royal Rumble.
I see it like this, right? I see it as it's a catch-22 situation, right? If I'm Gervonta Tank Davis, I look at the situation, the way he's looking at it, like, yo, what are you doing? Me and this dude got to cross paths. But then on the flip side of it, I don't feel like Gervonta Tank Davis take advantage of the fact that he got Floyd Mayweather in his corner. You know what I'm saying? He leaving too much, like we say, leave it all in the ring. This dude is leaving it all too much, not in you know what I'm saying? He's not taking advantage of what he could do with Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to look at it on this side. Devin Haney's been training with Floyd Mayweather and the Mayweathers, not just Floyd, just that gym. He's grew up there since he was 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, They ride bikes together. They do other things together. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you can't be mad. I look at it like this, right? If you got a woman that's great to you, and you don't take advantage of the fact that her greatness, and then you get mad that somebody else, you know, takes advantage of her greatness, you can't be mad. You know what I'm saying? You have the opportunity. Like Tank has the opportunity, bro. Like Floyd, and it's even better on his side because Floyd is willing to come out his pocket to make sure that Tank has, you know, the necessary environment to succeed. He's been telling him, come over here, set up camp. You know what I'm saying? But Tank looks at it as a loyalty thing, and it's understandable. You know what I'm saying? He grew up with Coach Calvin, you know what I'm saying, and he don't want to leave him. But Floyd is like, yo, you all right, you over there with Coach Calvin. How about attempting to bring Coach Calvin this way? But we know how much Coach Calvin brought to the city of Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? He was in the Wire. The Wire, that was a part due to Coach Calvin. You know what I'm saying? That TV show, The Wire. He was in that. You know what I'm saying? He helped orchestrate that whole TV show. You know, he was one of those dudes that brought he changed his life and then brought boxing to the city of Baltimore. So, you know, well, he didn't bring boxing to the city because boxing was there, but you know,
he brought new light to it again.
Right, he opened.
It had been in a dark place for a while. When he fought in Baltimore recently, they haven't had a world championship fight in 80 years. That's a grown male's life expectancy. Right, you know I'm saying, so that's crazy.
So I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? I look at it like this, right? Imagine if you Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya is training Gervonta Tank Davis. Ryan Garcia is going to feel a certain kind of way, right? So you could look at it from that standpoint. But then on the flip side of it, if Gervonta Tank Davis grew up with Oscar De La Hoya, how could you be mad at him? You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, he's not officially his trainer anyway. But then if I'm Tank, I'm looking at it like this also. So you're giving this dude tips to be able to defeat me. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a catch-22. I don't think nobody's wrong in the situation. I just think that Gervonta Tank Davis could definitely take more advantage of the situation. And you know, Floyd, like I said, Floyd's been campaigning. We know this forever. Floyd's been doing interviews telling Gervonta Tank Davis, set up shop in Vegas, get away from here, get away from here. And it's like, to me, it's like Tank does little stuff to spite Floyd. You know what I'm saying? They do it to each other. You know what I'm saying? It's like female type of tendencies that they got going on because, you know, remember what Floyd was saying, come to Vegas and train. He left Baltimore, but he went to Florida with Adrian Broner and trained with Coach Cunningham. Now, I understand, you know, Coach Cunningham is a great trainer. You know what I'm saying? But Floyd is telling you to come to Vegas, so now you finally leave. I still
think he looked the best in that fight, Blue.
Oh, that was the greatest he ever looked.
I don't care what nobody says. Tank looked
that was the greatest he ever looked.
Everything was working that night.
Yeah, everything. That was a great.
People could say whatever they want. You know, Coach Kevin Cunningham had him looking really sharp that night. He looked as sharp as shit, like boxing ego would say.
And then you got to look at it too. So that just proves Floyd Mayweather was right when he said you need to get away from that environment.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because as soon as he go back, he's missing weight. The biggest fights of his career, the two biggest fights of his career is the Gamboa fight and the and that fight, right? No, the fight where he had when he was on Floyd Mayweather undercard, the Conor McGregor fight, and he lost the belts on the scale. Remember?
Yeah,
bro.
When he fought Fonseca.
Yeah, bro, that's horrible, bro.
Like he tried to do the Roy Jones behind his arms and try. And homie in the chat. Before, hold on, Blue. I don't want to leave. I just wanted to get back to boxing. I don't want to leave. These my brothers. Blue is my brother. You know what I'm saying? Sir. And Blood is too. I don't want to leave. I just wanted to get back to boxing. That's all. Go ahead, Blue.
Yeah. So I just feel like and Blood could attest to this because he's the historian here, right? But it's just Floyd Mayweather. He relates to Devin Haney far more than he relates to Gervonta Tank Davis. He has all the tools. He's not interested. Some athletes and Blood could attest to this, right? I want Blood to cook on this because Blood knows further than me. But some athletes just because you're great at something, you have the tools to be great at, don't mean you love it. You know what I'm saying? And
that's true. Now, you know who I look at that as a boxer? I look at that like Gary Russell.
Right. Gary Russell don't love
Gary
the sport.
Russell
He
has
says he
that
don't love the
mentality
sport.
about boxing, like it's really business. Like he
Right.
don't even watch boxing unless it's old
Right.
footage or something, or he got a fight coming up.
Right. It's because they, you know, you could make a living doing it. Don't mean you love it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Plenty of the legends didn't like the fight. Several of them said that they wouldn't even fight if they didn't have to do it for the money. We could go back in time. Even Mike Tyson, even crazy ass Mike Tyson said that I didn't really like going in there and doing it. A lot of them actually don't like the fight, especially once they
Ali
get to
admitted
a
it
point
too.
where they're
You
really
remember,
comfortable.
Blood?
Like Marvin Hagler said, it's hard to wake up when you have silk sheets, I think he said back in the day or something like that.
Yeah.
Once you start getting a little bit, this is Marvin Hagler, okay, who's saying this. But there does come a time where the interests go other places. Mike Weaver going into the fight with Michael Dokes. Michael Weaver had an interview on HBO, and he said that he hates fighting. He said he hates fighting, but I got to support this house that I'm living in and all of this stuff. I got to support my family and things like that. But I hate actually going in there and having the fight. So I've heard it several times from several fighters that they don't really like the fight. As far as that Tank Davis thing, man, listen again. I think that Mayweather would be great for him, and I think that I'm Devin Haney. Devin Haney. As far as Devin Haney, Mayweather would be great for Devin Haney as a trainer, and it means something. It's something personal to Mayweather. So why can't Tank Davis understand that he wants to do that for his father? Tank Davis is not willing to be his pupil like that. Devin Haney is, and plus, you get to the point in boxing sometimes where you have to pick and choose, because Angelo Dundee, and I know it's a different situation, but you would have these trainers who would train
Jimmy
two
Ellis,
heavyweights, for instance, and then they would have to choose. They'll work with both heavyweights or both fighters, and then they'll have to choose which fighter they're going to work the corner for. It's just like with Ali and
Jimmy Ellis.
Jimmy Ellis. Okay, you see, look at that. At reach is on point. You on point, brother. It's just like with Ali and Jimmy Ellis. I mean, all of these guys was close, and Angelo Dundee.
Yeah, that was actually Ali's friend since they were 16.
Yeah. They were some real close friends and all of that stuff. So boxing circles, there are friendships and business relationships developed within boxing circles in which sometimes you have to play pick and choose. But right now, Floyd don't have to play pick and choose because they're not up to fight right now. Okay, but when they do become the man that fight, then Floyd is putting himself in a situation to where he has to play pick and choose or something like that, because then I can understand Tank Davis maybe feeling some kind of funny way, like maybe you shouldn't train him for this fight. But as far as Devin Haney going in there and to learn from the master of defense himself, which even I acknowledge is a expert technician in the ring of the sweet science, he's an expert, okay? For him to not take that knowledge, if Floyd is serious about giving him that knowledge, would be stupid for Devin Haney. That has nothing to do. His relationship with Tank, Floyd and Tank, don't have nothing to do with Devin Haney's relationship to Floyd and learning the sweet science. It's pretty obvious that Devin Haney looks up to Floyd Mayweather. He's influenced going to that gym. There's no reason why Tank Davis should feel some kind of way about that, because like Blue just said, he wasn't willing to go out and be the pupil himself. He was asked to set up shop. I remember that. I do remember when all of that was going on, where they said, "Come, leave Baltimore, come over here, train with us over here." He had the opportunity to do it. He didn't do it. I didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah, that was the Pedraza fight.
It goes that much deeper. You know what I'm saying?
That was the Jose Pedraza fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Wanted him to come over there, and Tank was like, "Nah." Tank was like, "I'm good." He said he good over there in Baltimore.
Exactly.
But that's when he was running around with Little Money Yaya. But that's another story. That's another blog.
There's always something. There's a woman that got choked one day or something.
I love we love you, Tank. You are a light-skinned cousin that can't get right. That's all it is, bro. You are T.I. cousin. You are T.I.
Blood. Another thing, Blood, like he then Tank comes out. This, like I said, like they have these female traits, because Tank comes out and he says, "Now I ain't never coming out there to train with you. I was getting ready to come out there as soon as this is over and set up shop. Now I'm not. He
was driving around with his daughter. You took his lady. He's being nice to you, still asking you to come out there. If you ask me, I ain't go front. That's a real old head. You gonna let me get away with all that? Now let's really talk about it. You gonna let me get away with all that, and you still wanted to train me?
Yeah.
And you knew it was on TMZ that I got caught with her?
You know,
It's Floyd the bad guy.
He's not dedicated. He's not dedicated. I mean, Blood, this dude moves up from 130. His very first fight, he struggled to make 130.
Right.
He moves up to 35. His first fight, and he can't make weight. Like, that's just unprofessional, bro. And y'all remember Blood right after he missed weight. Remember Floyd was on the stage, and as soon as he missed weight, Floyd left. Remember?
Right.
And he didn't show up again until the fight started.
Right.
Because Floyd was disgusted.
Yeah, because see, the thing about it is with the whole thing with Floyd. Now, Floyd did miss weight for that Marquez fight, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Yeah, he did.
But see, the difference is Floyd was self-made and had established himself to be able to do something like that. Because, like I said, social media was built off of Floyd. If there was no Floyd Mayweather, I would have never came to social media. I came to social media mad off of Floyd, just like everyone else. They came most people won't admit it that they came in off of Floyd, okay? But pretty much damn near all. I'll admit that I did, okay? I came into social media off of Floyd's platform. So he could miss weight. Tank is not in that position to where he could be Floyd Mayweather. He can't afford to miss that weight like Floyd did, man. And it's a disgrace to boxing when he's doing that at such a young age, too. Let's not forget, when Floyd did, he was in his 30s, more established. Tank is still trying to make a name for himself, and he's getting rid of his belt, throwing it away pretty much. It shows people that he's not disciplined. And then, all of the problems.
And that fight, Blood, that Floyd missed weight with the Marquez fight, he missed it by a pound and a half. And that, remember, he was coming off a 1.5-year layoff.
Yeah, that's another good point. That's another good point, man. Tank has no excuse to miss weight, because the reason I brought that up is because I remember when all of this happened, and I said something about it, and I was on OG Boxing Talk, and someone said, well, Floyd missed weight. So I just wanted to bring it up just to cover that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he missed weight, but it was different for Floyd Mayweather because, like Blue said, he was coming off of a year. Not only that, he was older at the time. Not only that, he's already an established fighter. They're going to have that fight any fucking way. That Marquez fight. You know, I'm not really with the match weights and stuff. I think fighters should come in at their natural weights and all of that stuff, man. Because the fighters from yesterday, Armstrong and them, used to get in there with guys who were 20 pounds bigger than them. Even the guys from just yesterday, like Roy Jones, was doing stuff like that, and Pernell Whitaker. Pernell Whitaker,
can hear me?
A little old guy, man.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, with Tank Davis, the whole thing between him, Devin, and Floyd, I think that they need to mind their own careers. Devin is doing his thing. Devin don't have all these problems that Tank Davis has outside of the ring.
I don't think that was disloyal. I'm banging the gavel on you, Tank. Where was that? I'm banging the gavel on him. Where was that disloyal?
And Devin Haney just said that. Exactly what you just said, Blood. He just came out last night and said that. He said Tank needs to mind his own business and worry about his own career. He said you need to worry about Leo Santa Cruz coming up.
He's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. Yeah,
a lot of people said that they got Leo Santa Cruz for the upset.
I don't see that.
No, he's gonna.
I told them they was bugging. Now, one of my homeboys that said that to me.
Yeah,
he said he got Leo Santa Cruz. I said if you end up betting and winning, I'm gonna be mad.
I said I'm gonna be mad. Power, man. I don't think.
He throw a lot of punches though. When Tank get tired in spots, remember how Pedraza was kind of getting him. You know what I mean? It was like the 4th and 6th rounds. He didn't touch.
My problem with Leo is that he never met a punch he ain't like, so he just lets his hands go. It's not calculated. He just lets his hands go. And when you're dealing with a fighter like Tank that's explosive and athletic with the quickness in between those exchanges, he gonna hurt Leo bad, especially coming from a southpaw.
Leo up really bad too.
I think he gonna stop Leo. Yeah. I think he gonna stop Leo. I don't disagree with that, y'all.
If he
I
doesn't
just
make
don't think.
weight,
I don't
though, he
think.
needs
I
to
don't think
move
it's
up.
going to be a whitewash, though. I don't agree
If
that
he
it's going to
can't
be a
make weight,
whitewash.
it's going to be disgraceful. If he does this again and he doesn't make weight, he needs to move up and start fighting Josh Taylor and them guys. All right,
And let me ask you.
Can I just say something?
I want to ask. I want to ask both of y'all this. I want to ask both of y'all this too, real quick, right? What y'all think about him? Because that fight is going back down to 130.
Yeah, he said that in order for Tank to fight him, he got to go back down to 130. I don't think that Tank should have submitted if you're supposed to be the star. But this is what I was going to get at. A little birdie told me the reason why Tank did that is because Tank got the regular title at lightweight. I heard that they was going to make him fight Rolly next.
At 35?
And people keep saying that Tank is scared to spar Rolly. They're supposed to spar sometimes. Tank never answered. I don't know how true that is. I think Tank will fight him. I don't think Tank whitewashes him either, though. He is a very big puncher. Watch that dude if you haven't heard of him, Blood. His name is Rolando Romero. Blood, when you get a chance.
I'm looking now at the spreadsheet. I don't know him,
watch
man.
Him, Blue, I need you to interview him.
Yeah,
I need you to interview him for me.
He has a lot of power, man. I think he'll be a difficult fight for Tank. He's real, Blood. He's real unorthodox, man. He puts me in the mindset of Emmanuel Augustus a little bit.
Oh wow!
Yeah. But a harder puncher.
I see his name right
way
here.
Harder puncher.
I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah.
Good comparison. But the way where his punches come from, you ain't lying about that.
Yeah,
lightweight is a weird division, anyways, because in lightweight you got the WBC, you got Devin Haney as that. He's got some. What's that little belt that he got right there? You got Vasil.
He got the real belt. Lomachenko got the.
Lomachenko got the top belt.
Lomachenko got the franchise belt.
Hey, that's it. And then Lomachenko got the WBA. Lopez got the Lomachenko got the WBO.
And
what's that belt that Tank Davis got right there? What's that?
He got the regular WBA title. That's
right. The WBA regular.
And Lomachenko has his super.
There's some amazing fights right there right now to happen. When these guys in the 80s, they would have already met. These guys used to fight in young ages in the 80s. There's some amazing fights. You got Lomachenko there. You got Devin Haney. You got Tank Davis. You got Tefimio Lopez. You got that Garcia kid. You got all kind of stuff there, man, that makes potential for some great legendary fights, man.
You're right. That division is actually harder now that you're talking about it than I realized.
And not just at the top neither, man. You got some tough fights, man. Still got Javier Fortuna there. You still got Robert
Easter's a tough fight.
Robert Easter's still lingering around. He goes between 40 and 35. Yeah, and then you still got Luke Campbell, man. You still got some good fights there. But Campbell gave Luke Campbell, and you still got Jorge Linares. And Luke Campbell gave
facts.
He gave Vasil Lomachenko.
Oh yeah, you forgot about Ryan. Ryan. I was talking to Blood about it behind the scenes. Y'all keep underestimating Lil Ryan. That boy, when I was watching him on the heavy bag, they taught him how to hide the hook.
Who, Ryan Garcia?
Yeah, with the right hand, the Reynoso.
Oh no, he definitely.
I see it on the back. Like a lot of boxers, even a lot of boxers that a lot of us like, they can't do it good. They catch you with a hook and they hooking correctly, but they can't hide it to where you're not seeing it. Like the way he's punching, I'm just looking. I see it. Like I'm that's why he knocked that dude out like that last time.
My problem with Ryan Garcia, once it gets to the elite fighters, is that his feet are slow.
They are, yeah.
I agree with that.
If you're dealing with Devin Haney, if you're dealing with a Devin Haney that utilizes his feet and utilizes the ring, and that fight against Jorge Linares, Ryan Garcia is going to tell us a lot, because Jorge Linares has very fast hands. He has pop. He's calculated.
And he has
calculated feet.
He spit with Lomachenko.
Right. He caught Lomachenko.
And dropped him. He caught Luke Campbell with that same punch, Blue?
Yeah, he did.
And dropped him?
Yeah,
he angled and threw the right hand.
Yeah, he made a mistake trying to go up to 140. And I think that, because he attempted to go up to 140, it gets, it seems like his career was over. I don't know why he attempted to go to 140.
Yeah, I don't know why.
He got blew out the water, man.
Yeah, he did. I remember that fight.
Yeah, he's not built for 140, but that's a great test for Ryan Garcia. We can say what we want about Oscar De La Hoya, but they moving Ryan Garcia correctly, man. They're moving him correctly, man.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, this is a great test for him. Jorge Linares, man. That's a great test, man. So
salute. I see you doing double. I see you working double shifts, blood.
Oh,
in
yeah,
the chat and on the panel. Let's since we talk about
Lawrence Williams, man. I'm gonna check those fighters out. That Lawrence Williams is telling me about, man. Lawrence Williams be watching all the damn fights, man.
Yeah, he do. Since we talk about lightweights, I want to go into this last one, and then I'm gonna close it out. Tio versus Loma. This is the one that I kind of wanted to really talk about. Now I'm going to say this because I know a few weeks back I was snapping on Lomachenko. I was snapping on him, and y'all know I told Blood I was going to say this. I'm a fair guy. I thought Lomachenko was ducking. I heard that they really making it. I heard they really about to make it happen with or without an audience. Do you know where it's going to be at, Blue?
The fight is already done. It's going to be in September.
See, I knew it. I knew Mr. New York knew.
Man,
that's the mayor right there. That's the mayor.
Yeah, it's going to be.
I told y'all.
So they're not having no warm-up fights, Blue? They're going straight
No.
They're going straight into it.
That's why I said that. That's why I told you
what I'm talking about.
I said I gotta apologize to Loma.
That's what I'm talking about right there, man.
and so I'm gonna tell y'all what happened was there was miscommunication between Bob Arum and Lomachenko's team because Bob Arum was told that Lomachenko. So what happened was Bob Arum was informed that Lomachenko couldn't come back into the States because originally they said he couldn't come back because he's outside the country because of the travel restrictions. So Bob Arum informed Teofimo Lopez and his team that there's travel restrictions for Lomachenko and he can't come, so the fight can't be made. That's when Teofimo Lopez went on calling out Devin Haney, so on and so forth. But then Bob Arum, he admitted that he was misinformed and he misinformed Teofimo Lopez. So he said that what happened is that Lomachenko can come back into the country because he did his correct paperwork and he is a citizen of the States. So as long as you're a citizen of the United States and you quote unquote got caught outside when everything took place, then he can still come back.
My fault, not to interrupt you, not to break your wisdom, but who's Nitty G in the chat? Who's this dude?
Nitty G, that's my guy. Oh, that's a fake Nitty G, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can hit him. All right, go ahead. Say what you saying.
Nitty G, I don't know, man. Nitty G, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm looking at the chat.
He just said salute is all he said.
He said I'm a fraud now. He
nah, you ain't. Yeah, I don't think you ain't seeing what me and Blue is seeing, Blood.
Yeah, he said I'm a fraud.
Oh, okay, that's not the real. Yeah, man. You lying on Wilder, man.
I gotta give you gotta reach.
Don't chill out with all that. Don't chill out with all the trolling, please. When we come on here to have boxing discussions, we're on here to have
like he just messed me my whole
discussion. Please stop with the trolling, okay?
He said I'm lying.
If you don't like what we're talking about, go somewhere else.
I don't know. He said I'm lying on Wilder. I don't know. That can't be the real Nitty G.
We ain't worried about it anyway. Go about your business. We having a discussion. We're not even talking about Wilder. We're talking about Teofimo Lopez, okay?
Facts.
And Lomachenko. Get involved in that discussion.
Shit
I'm
crazy.
sorry,
man.
Blue. Go
We
ahead,
ain't
Blue. I'm
lying,
sorry,
bro.
man.
We was.
Yeah, I agree with what
We
you said.
talked about Wilder earlier, brother. You missed that. Sorry. Well, now we
Yeah.
talk about T.O. and Loma, and he was giving us great information that made a lot of sense.
Yeah, fact.
For you.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
go ahead.
so he said that he misinformed Teofimo Lopez, and he was himself was misinformed because Vasyl Lomachenko has done his correct paperwork for the United States. So he's a citizen of the United States. So he said that he can come back. So as long as you're a citizen in the United States, according to Bob Arum, as long as you're a citizen in the United States before the quarantine and before everything took place, before everything was put in motion, then you could come back into the States. So he's going to train outside the States, and then he's going to come back. He said that Bob Arum said that he's going to come back 3 weeks before the fight into the States, Vasyl Lomachenko, and they're going straight away into that fight. Neither one of them, he said he spoke to both of them, and neither one of them want to have any tune-up fights. So they're going directly into
That's
fight
awesome
each other.
that they're going straight into it, though.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe this shit, man. I thought for sure they would have had a tune-up fight, man. That's crazy.
Yep. So they're going right into
I can
it.
tell that was online. T.O. didn't want no tune-up. T.O. said he wanted one of the champions.
Yeah, because what happened with Teofimo Lopez is Bob Arum informed him that Lomachenko couldn't come back, so he was like, he didn't want to fight no more. He want to fight Haney, Garcia. He don't want to fight nobody else. And according to Bob Arum told me, he said he can't control. And this is just more proof that this is just furthermore proof that these fighters can take more control of their career, you know, especially when we talk about like Terrence Crawford situation. You know what I'm saying? Bob Arum told me flat out. He said, "Yo, Teofimo Lopez, you know, he don't let us dictate where he going with this. You know what I'm saying? They put it on the table, and he signs off of it, or he don't. You know what I'm saying? So this just further lets us know that other fighters that like Terrence Crawford, they could push for other fights if they so choose. Because Teofimo Lopez, Bob Arum told me, we tried to tell him numerous of times to slow down, and he's like, he's not having it. So if he could do it, and he's 21, 22 years old, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else could do it. So, you know what I'm saying? He's pushing.
He's going to beat the hell out of Lomachenko, man.
I'm in agreement.
I know you ain't gonna go against him, Blue.
I think he's gonna beat him up there.
That Brooklyn in you.
I think so too. You know what I'm saying?
That Brooklyn in you better not go against him, Blue.
Nah. You know, I'm from Harlem, but
well,
you know,
yeah. But I know you live. You know.
But you know, I'm New York through and through. But
yeah, you're right. You made it. You live everywhere.
I gotta rock with him. You know what I'm saying? But you know, just even putting that aside, you know what I'm saying? I just think. And I love your blood take and your take on this, but I just think that Teofimo is too big, too young, too strong, man. That pop shot and because at this point, we watched Luke Campbell hurt Vasyl Lomachenko a couple of times in that fight, man, and he don't have near the pop and the power and the athletic ability that you know what I'm saying Teofimo has.
And Loma admitted it. He admitted it after the fight. He got hurt. You don't never do that. Yeah,
and when he got hurt. Luke Campbell couldn't finish him. Teofimo gonna finish him, man. And so, you know, I just think he's too big. What y'all think? What you think, Blood?
Hey, man. I'm gonna tell you what. First of all, shout out to Lawrence Williams for saying T.O. was raised in Florida. His family from Brooklyn. That's right. Us Florida boys. He got tough over
I didn't even know that, Lawrence.
They. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I know how that goes.
Hey,
Blood.
Did you know that?
I knew that. Yeah, I know that because I know his peoples. I'm close to his peoples.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you know what I think about that fight, though, guys? I honestly believe that Lomachenko, I believe he's past his best years. He had a long amateur career, almost 400 fights or something. I mean, that's an unbelievable amateur career. He's on the older side now. I know he's something different than Lopez has ever seen. He's a southpaw that's highly skilled. He is a legend. Lopez is just too big and strong for him, too young. I think he's gonna embarrass. It's gonna be a bad moment for Lomachenko. Lomachenko has finally stepped into that line of fire where he's not going to be able to take the heat. Arguello did it. Arguello moved up and beat these guys. He moved into the wrong division. He went and he fought Aaron Pryor. He finally met somebody who was bigger and stronger than him. Now, it's a different style fight, but in this situation, you got an orthodox fighter, you got a southpaw fighter, you got both fighters are well schooled. Both fighters rely. See, Lomachenko relies on his reflexes too. Fighters that rely on their reflexes somewhat, they age out a little bit quicker than the fighters who. But he's very technical too. So Lomachenko, he's also a technical fighter. I think that this kid is going to beat him to the punch. I think that with Lomachenko's thin skin on his eyes and stuff, don't two cuts in this motherfucker. He's not going to just give it up to this kid Teofimo Lopez though. I respect him.
Yeah, I agree.
For taking the fight. The fact that he took the fight tells you right there that he thinks highly of himself to fight that kid. That kid is a beast. I don't care what nobody says. I know I've downed him a little bit when I was talking some shit, but really, man,
now you know he's a Florida boy. Now you know he's a Florida boy, bro.
Yeah. I need to give him more respect and recognize him as one of us. But anyways,
but you know what, though, Blood?
Both of us could claim him. You know what I'm saying? We could both claim him. But
yeah, it's just like I tell people, Blood. You know what I'm saying? I tell people this, Blood. It don't matter. I don't care where Errol say he from. That dude is from New York, man.
He was born in Long Island.
His family is 15 minutes away from me, man. His entire family, man. You know what I'm saying? And this dude was born here. I tell people, if the dude go for a job interview, what he gonna say?
Yeah,
if he do anything,
really.
Yeah, he born in New York. He from New York. I don't care where he, you know what I'm saying? He adopt Texas, but he's from New York.
Brother Black, when you need him, he would have me crying. It's just like Elmo Williams and with the Houston Texans. I didn't know that Elmo was originally from Milwaukee. I didn't know that.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen, y'all remember when I used to drive the bus? You remember when I used to drive the bus? My main office is like 3 minutes away from his family, his peoples. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you from right here, man. You was born here, bro. You know
I'll tell you what, I was born in England, but I'm claiming Florida because I grew up.
Now you sound like it though.
I love when Blood. Blood, you gotta hit us with the 180, bro.
180.
I love that.
Have you ever been back recently?
Yeah, I love when he do that.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Because I used to work with the Dark Chuckers, man. I used to wash dishes in the mid '80s. I was washing dishes in their club, and I go up and I play darts with them and drink beer and all kind of stuff. At 15, I'm drinking beer at the pub with the Dark Chuckers, and them Dark Chuckers, they used to get hyped up over darts, man. I saw some guys get in a fight one night over a dart game, and then the first time I saw darts, my dad called me in the room. He said, "Come here, son. Look at this shit, man." He was laughing, and he was like, "Look at this. This is a sport over here, man. Look at this shit. 180." I mean, these guys were getting all into it, like they were commentating like a fight or some shit. Well, we sat there and we laughed our ass off, man. I'm telling you, man. That's why I always laugh with Eddie Hearn and them. I connect them to the Dart Chuckers because of the Matchroom thing and Matchroom being affiliated with darts. It's obvious, you know what I'm saying? It was obvious that all these guys were Dart Chuckers. That was especially some of the agendas they was pushing. You know, we knew straight up that they was Dart Chuckers. They knew nothing about boxing when they started saying Anthony Joshua is better than Ole. He would have beat Lennox Lewis, and when they start talking like that, you know, I was like, no, okay, these guys, I know who these are the same guys that bust them buds up in the pubs and go smoke weed and hang out in the pub with. You know, these are the same motherfuckers from the 80s. That's their kids, their fathers and their parents. I used to hang out with their parents and shit, you know. Anyway, let me stop. I'm sorry, man.
I love it. I love it, man.
So guys, last question, and we're gonna close it out.
Miss Boxer said they got dog games on the zone.
Oh, y'all crazy. Y'all horrible. I want y'all to know that. I want y'all to know that y'all horrible.
The zone is gonna fold just like we said, Blue. The zone is gonna fold.
Yep,
man.
they well on their way. They well on their way. They're well on their way. Like a cheap suit. They're getting fold like a cheap suit.
Blue, do you think that what T.O. did was marketing? Like when he was calling out all of the champions to lead Loma to want to fight, or was that strategy?
No. He was dead serious. Remember, he was misinformed, so he thought that he couldn't fight Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that he thought that the rules because of travel restrictions, he really couldn't fight Lomachenko. It wasn't that Lomachenko told him he didn't want to fight. It was Bob Arum that informed Teofimo Lopez that the fight can't happen because of the travel restrictions. So then he went from there and he said, "Yo, give me Devin Haney." You know what I'm saying? We're going to replace Lomachenko. I'm not replacing him with some dude that people don't know of. If we're going to replace Lomachenko, give me Devin Haney. We're going to replace him. Give me somebody that's available. Give me Ryan Garcia. Give me, you know what I'm saying, one of these dudes. And he was that. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was about that life. He was about that life,
I
man.
agree with Blue, man. Yep. Go ahead, Blue. Sorry, man. I thought you were done.
No,
go ahead.
No. You see when Eddie Hearn contacted him, and he told Eddie Hearn tried to make it a publicity stunt. Let's do a press conference on my social media and hype it up. And he was like, "No, I ain't trying to hype it up. I want the fight. I don't want no press conference. Call my manager." That's what he told Eddie Hearn. So I think he really wanted to fight.
Okay. And you think the same, Blue Blood?
Yes, I do. You know what? There's a conviction in this kid. I've been watching him since I've been on quarantine, and then now I got all the time in the world. I've been sitting back and I have taken a look at Lopez. And you know what I think? I think this kid was dead serious when he called out Devin Haney. I think that this kid here is a throwback. I don't think he cares too much about all that social media stuff or nothing. I don't think that he's really. I think he's going to use it to his advantage, like he should. But I think his main goal is this kid really believes he's the best. He believes it. He believes this hype. And you know what? It helps me.
And his dad supports it.
Yeah. When a person believes in themselves, I believe in them because I worked with kids for so many years. And I always told these kids, listen, I believe in you if you believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, I'll see that you don't believe in yourself, and I'm not going to believe in you. But I believe, as a fight fan, I believe in this kid, Lopez. I don't like his dad's use of the N-word. They need to establish where they from before he start going. Because I heard him saying in the corner. I'm not from New York. I heard in New York that y'all let Puerto Ricans and all kind of people. I don't know if that's true or not. I heard it's acceptable.
It's true.
White people and all kinds of people.
Only really Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans because
they consider themselves black.
Look like us.
Yeah, and they consider themselves black.
Okay.
And they do got a high percentage of black in them.
Yeah, they identify with being
black. They do. So. They do. Especially the ones
I didn't go around Puerto Ricans because we didn't have no Puerto Ricans in Gainesville. In fact, Gainesville still don't have very many Puerto Ricans. We still don't got now in Orlando. There's Puerto Ricans. There's tons of Puerto Ricans. It's funny because once you start getting into the woods of North Florida, there ain't no Puerto Ricans. So I didn't have no I had one Puerto Rican guy at my school. Like I said, I saw him at the basketball court, and the last time I ever saw him was when I bet him that Trinidad was going to lose the hockey. Disappeared on me. That's the only Puerto Rican. His name was Jose. I hope you listening right now, Jose. I still want my money. Okay, I want my money to be out there, Jose. If I ever see you in Gainesville as an old man, I've been looking for you for 20 years. I'm going to find you.
He said 20 years.
$300. I want my money. Yeah. But other than that, man,
you in Gainesville? Well, you in Gainesville? You in Gainesville?
Yeah, I'm in Gainesville. Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy, man. Because my close friend, one of my best friends from New York, He live in Gainesville now.
For
Matter of fact,
real?
I go. Yeah, I was planning on going there anyway to see him.
Oh shit! Well, next time you come to Gainesville, let me know because my lease in Ocala is up in August, man, and I'm gonna go back to Gainesville for good. So,
All right, cool. For
yeah, I'll
sure.
be in Gainesville. Yeah, I'm in Gainesville now, but you know, I don't get no service. I can't do nothing where I'm at in Ocala, so I'm hardly ever there. You know, but yeah,
Yeah.
Gainesville, man, it's a nice spot. I love Gainesville, but we didn't have no Puerto Ricans other than if they came through to the school. You know, we have the University of Florida, Santa Fe, and if they came to the school, I'd meet a few Puerto Ricans. But you know, things are different. I'm learning. We didn't learn this until we was on YouTube. That's another thing that YouTube brought to us is for us to link brothers from New York, California, the Midwest, the South. We found out through interacting with each other that we do things slightly different and we take things slightly different. There's a little bit of a different culture. You know, they call New York. They say it's a monster in New York. You know what I'm saying? That's how we know of New York. We know of New York to be just that big place, that big ass city that's a monster. You know what I'm saying? With tons of people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we think of. But I don't really know New York like that, though.
Yeah. It is, man. It's just hella crowded, man. It's, you know, it got its calm parts. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
People think, you know, when it's just like Long Island. People think Long Island. The first thing they think of is the Hamptons, and that's the furthest thing from the truth, man. You come to Long Island, you get a rude awakening.
Not in Nassau County when you get right off Jamaica Avenue and you see Elmont and Hempstead. That's where Busta Rhymes went to school. A lot of people don't know
I
that.
heard Hempstead in the raps, man, and the hip hoppers talk about Hempstead all the time, and another place
that's
they
where
talk
my mother lived there.
Island and all that. You know,
my mother still live in Hempstead.
Don't y'all got like the boroughs out there and stuff, right?
Yeah, we got five boroughs in 2 counties. So
Yeah,
we got Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, and Manhattan. Because Harlem and Manhattan is it's the same borough. It's just split in half. One is uptown, one is downtown. So Manhattan is considered downtown, and Harlem is uptown. So, but then you got the 2 counties, Nassau and Suffolk County. But Suffolk County, all the way out on the island, that's the end of the island. That's where the Hamptons is, where the Kardashians and all of them be at. You know what I'm saying? Where they be in their beach houses. Kevin Durant, all of them, they be out there in their beach houses. But then you come to New York, you think Long Island, and you end up in the wrong place. You be in the world of hurt, man. So, you know, it's New York is.
I'm shy. Hey, listen, man, I had to come out there some years ago. I was driving out there. I used to date this girl up there, and I drove up there to see her. And man, I got so lost, blue man. And then I also noticed I was gonna pay all these money in tolls and shit like that too, man. And I was lost out there. But I'll tell you what I did find. I found a Jamaican spot with some good ass food. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Jamaican restaurants.
Woof. Oh, you know what? Yeah. After this live stream, I think I'm gonna get me some Jamaican food. If it's open.
Yeah, there's one by me is open. They only open to like 7 o'clock though, but
okay. What time is it now?
Are you taking any chances on eating food, Blue? Are you guys, you and that Richie, y'all eating food from restaurants?
Man, I already had it, man. I already had the virus. Me and my wife and my daughter.
To be honest with you, I haven't really been eating out like that. I haven't. I do here and there. And I actually, this is the 2 things that I don't eat when I do go out. If I do, I don't eat pizza and I don't eat Chinese food because I didn't like how those countries got hit. Y'all don't have to listen to me, but I do work in the medical field, and I'm just you know, that's just how I feel about it.
It's Chinese restaurants because all Chinese restaurants, most of them is closed.
Yeah, most of them are closed. I've seen a couple open though, and I heard that a couple is opening. I heard some of them opened up.
Yeah, they starting to reopen up, but they was closed.
It's not that many.
I don't see none. I ain't seen none that's open, man. But we got sick. Me and my wife and my daughter. We got sick March 19th with the virus, and just a week and a half ago, we just got better, man.
That's good, man. I'm glad that you guys got better. I'm glad that Curtis Anderson and anybody else who who had coronavirus. Drew Titan, them family. Anybody who got the coronavirus, man, we didn't get hit as hard down here.
Yeah, I actually lost my Aunt Netta today.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Also, I posted that also. I didn't want to keep with the sad news, man. You know, I didn't want to kill the vibe. You know what I mean? But
yeah, man, it's a struggle, man. But you know,
yeah, sorry,
man, it just is what it is, man. But yeah, man, New York, man. I so we don't I did, man. I did take my kids to well, I didn't take them, man, but I went to get Carvel ice cream, get them some ice cream. But just the kids, man, and you know they
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I do kind of feel, but you know it's real dangerous out there though, Blue. Because
it is. And, you know,
they got
I think
every strand of the virus now.
Yeah, with no symptoms and all of that, man. They having aneurysm.
And I kept telling people that I say, you really gonna let your kids go out? The only people that I really see not wearing masks was kids.
Yeah,
they was
I don't see my kids, and see that's the thing, like. My
in New York, they still do it. You know that they know it. The kids is outside.
That's one thing. That's one thing, man. I can't agree. I don't know if y'all saw that, man. Floyd Mayweather at the club last night, man, with all those people, man. And it's the ignorance is at an all-time high, man. Nobody had a mask on.
That's why I don't follow Floyd, man. I don't follow him. I can't listen. I can't listen to him, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not I can't understand
the career and glimpses of the career, and we just leave it at that with Floyd.
And you know what? I'm glad he showed that, because he wasn't the only. It had to be like 400 people there, man. Nobody had a fucking mask on. Pardon my language, man.
Nah,
you got to be kidding me, man. Like, yo, like this is how I look at it. You might not have caught it. Or you might have caught it and recovered like me. You know what I'm saying? But respect somebody that might catch it and don't recover.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got to respect your neighbor, man.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like
Todd King Allah said, I moved out of New York just in time. That's messed up, Todd King Allah. I ain't go from I want to go. But I want my coach to come with me though, man. I told him I want to go to Vegas. He was like, all right, we talk about it.
But Todd King ain't. He talking about he moved out, but he only like an hour and a half away, man. He went to Philly, man.
Oh,
he ain't going nowhere, man. He ain't going to.
I thought you were like the DMV at least.
Yeah, hop, skip, and a jump, man. Yeah,
hey, Blue, you remember that live stream you did that time where that guy come up to you asking you for a cigarette during the corona?
During the virus, man. Yeah. And didn't even know I had it.
And some chump came up. I mean, he hired the coronavirus shit. We come up asking Blue for a cigarette. Like, nigga, we on lockdown, nigga. Get your ass somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
We was on Drew Titan. We was on Drew Titan.
Why do you think that's so bad in New York? They ain't trying to. Man, people don't listen.
Nobody listen. And a dude asking me for a cigarette, a Lucy, and I got the fucking virus. Now, if I wanted to be a jerk, I got one. Give it to him with no gloves on, nothing. You see what I'm saying, man? You don't even know. You don't even know I had it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even know I had it.
Damn.
He asked me. Damn. Look how scary that is, bro.
I ain't even think about it like that, but damn.
Motherfucker don't even know I had it.
You right
now imagine he go home and his mother, God forbid, or something, you know what I'm saying, a family member at his house is
absolutely.
And I give him a cigarette. Now he might not have no symptoms. He might not suffer from it. But I done gave it to him, and he done gave it to somebody else that might not recover.
And that's the thing. See, at my job, it's so real. We kind of in the rebuilding process at my job, where I work with people at a seniors home. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of our patients
listen. Hold on. I know this is a little off topic. This is a little off topic, man. But I wanted to ask y'all: did y'all see that dude, man, that was running around punching and beating up on the elderly in the homes?
Really?
Man, y'all ain't see that video go viral?
Let me tell you something about that.
What's the name? Put the video out.
Blue.
Oh man, I want to jump through.
Crazy, bro.
When you put your mom and your parents in those type of situations, and you really can't. I'm just saying for the people that can't handle it. I don't believe in it, but I understand some people can't handle it. All I'm gonna tell you is this: if this may help you out, you can't be every place at once. Put one of them secret camera. I don't care if it's the little pin ones. Put one of them damn little secret camera in there with your pen. I don't give a damn if it's the teddy bear. I don't care if it's Pikachu. Put it in something. Put the little camera in there, man.
Man, what I saw it. What's the name posted it? Jay Prince. Jay Prince posted it. Jay Prince, and then T.I. posted it. Man, the dude it's in Detroit. The dude is in Detroit, man, doing
in the Midwest.
Yeah, and I don't know. And I don't think he's a. Yeah, I don't even know if he's a worker or he's just sneaking in nursing homes. And man, this dude he got to be 25 years old, man. He's full-fledged hitting these elderly people, man, waking them up in their sleep. In their sleep.
Death.
Yeah, you know, Jay Prince put that call out. You know, Jay Prince, man. He said, "Yo, listen, if anybody sees
that nigga deserved to die." I'm sorry, but he do.
And the motherfucker, this social media that got people so crazy. And this dude is recording himself.
You gotta send me that too, Blue.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you that, man.
When we get off, send me the recipe for that rap.
Man.
And that's so sad, brother.
I want to catch
this.
I've worked with old people for years. That's very sad.
Man, I want to catch this dude so bad, bro. Man, oh man. I wish he had ran into that elderly dude that was knocking people out on Instagram. Wake him up and hit him, man, and let him wake up and put the beat. Somebody should have. That's what they should have did. They should have set him up. They should have set him up. Have that dude sleeping in the bed, man.
Blue, you remember that story?
Yeah, I know, right?
That recently happened in New York, where the lady, one of these little chicks slapped the Spanish mom like 5 times.
She got killed. They killed her.
Yeah, they killed her. They murked her. I don't know.
They killed her.
Poppy was tight. Poppy,
you saw? Hey, Blood, you saw that?
I didn't see that either, man. I'm gonna go look at this shit.
Yeah.
What happened is she was beefing.
Right in the face.
She was beefing.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong?
She was beefing with her daughter.
Right.
And she went to the house, right? And the mother opened the door.
That makes sense.
Yeah. The mother opened the door and she's like, "Where's your daughter? This, and this." So she's like, the mother didn't know what she's talking about. So she like, "Oh, she's not here." So she just started slapping the shit out the mother.
What?
Bat. Yeah. Just
they shot her 15 times like she was a dude.
Yeah. So then she left there and she like, yeah.
So then what did they do to the woman who did that?
She got killed. Somebody killed her.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. They shot her 15 times.
Somebody shot her 15 times.
They shot the girl who assaulted the woman 15 times.
The woman that slapped the lady.
The mother got shot.
Yeah, the girl they killed. She got killed like 20 minutes later. Like 20 minutes later. Or something like that.
Over there slapping that woman like that.
Yeah,
you never know who these people got who love them. If somebody slapped my mom, I'll kill them. I swear I would. And I'll go sit in a prison the rest of my life, miserable. But I'll kill them though, for sure.
Yep.
That's a fact.
And you got to think, right? You got to think. See, people are stupid. You posting this stuff on social media because you think you getting some props or something, and you posting it. Okay, now you might have beef with this lady's daughter, but you're not thinking this lady. That's not her only family that saw that. She might have cousins, nieces. You don't know who she have. Relatives that you walking past that you don't even know who they are. You don't know who that lady family is. You don't know who her relatives are. Right. You assuming because you know her immediate family. But you don't know who else's family. Families have issues where you have brothers that don't talk to each other, walk right past each other, and don't know their brothers because they have their own issues. You got to be careful.
And
man.
Usually there's someone crazy in the family anyway. There's always someone who's crazy enough to take up that duty. Like if you slap one of the elders, there's someone in the family who's going to go take care of that person.
Be my own.
Usually.
No.
Hey, listen, I got cousins. I got cousins.
He think he's 21 still. That's not a
I
good
got
combination.
I got
That's all.
cousins. I got cousins. One that's a blood, Inglewood family blood in Inglewood, California, and his brother is a A-Trade gangster, Crip, out there. Now they don't talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Most recently, they older now. They start to talk to each other. They used to fight. You know, at family reunions, they used to fight. At family gatherings, they would fight, fist fight. I'm talking like they ain't even know each other on site. They blood brothers, same mother, same father, right? You would never know that. So imagine, you know what I'm saying? Imagine they walk past each other, or the way they treat each other. You know, they never try to go anywhere with weaponry. They never use a knife or gun towards one
Right.
another, but they physically chuck them. You know what I'm saying? On sight. And so you think you got to think about it. Somebody in the street, if you don't know that they family, you wouldn't think they family. And so it's things like that can happen, man. Where you think, hey, this you talking to this person crazy. You don't know who's around. You don't know who everybody else is, man. People
That's
just not
right.
smart, and you letting social media, get you killed, man. It's not worth it. So
Facts.
you
No,
went
it's
and
not.
smacked this elderly lady, and blood. The way she smacked this lady, man. Oh man, she must have smacked her about 3 times, man.
Yeah, hard too. Like
Hard
So who
blood,
killed
like
her then? Was it a family member or something?
yeah. They said one of the family members killed her. She died. Like the video went up, and they said she. Then the next video, like 20 minutes later, R.I.P. dog. 20 minutes later.
Yo, you're right though. I seen it all over. I
Yeah.
seen
Well,
it. Was,
she
it was
had
in
no
the New
business
York
talking to that lady like that, and that's what
it
you.
was in the New
That's
York
what you
Times
put
joint.
yourself at risk for that. So
Yeah.
that's the
And
consequence.
on top of it, you recording it. What's funny about that? To act like you
Nothing
tough?
at all.
To
There's
act like
nothing
you tough
funny about
for smacking
anyone
an
hitting.
elderly lady?
Nobody should do anything to anybody with any kind of disability, elderly people, children. You mess with people who could defend themselves, who you have a true legit beef with, not some children, not elderly people, not people with special disabilities and stuff like that. I'm real sensitive to that, man, because I worked with children and mentally disabled and all of that for years, man. I spent, and these people are loving people, so people just don't understand. Even the ones when I worked in the facility, Carlton Palms, which got closed down for the same shit. I used to work in there as a therapist for 6 years. I worked as a therapist in one of those homes for people with autism and special needs. And I went there and I took care of them and stuff like that. And there was always people who was getting suspended or under investigation for beating up one of the residents. And I just don't understand how people could do stuff like that and hit people who have special needs and stuff like that. It's so low, man. It's as low as you could get, bro. It's as low as you could get. And I don't feel sorry for these people if their lives go. In fact, it brings me some relief to know that somebody took care of that situation.
Man, it amazes me, man. It's like, man, like it's the mindset of people is sick, man. It's a sick world we live in, man. It make you almost think, man, are people even human, bro? How you feel good about yourself doing that, man? If you looking for that lady's kid,
keep it between the kids. Like we never bring it outside. I ain't gonna lie, that's not good enough for me anyway.
Right. And then she kept looking in the camera. Blood, after she slapped the lady, right? And then she looked in the camera. She's saying in the camera, "This your mother, right?" Slap her again. Bang. This your mother, right? Slap her again. Bang. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's so ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
well,
killing
you got
her wasn't
what you
enough.
deserve for that. And I'm glad somebody finally did something. Someone finally stepped up and did something. I'm gonna go look that story up as soon as we get off, man, because I want to see that so I could feel good about the fact that she got dealt with for doing that. That's wrong, man. That's wrong.
Y'all definitely right. Let's get ready to close this one out, fellas, if y'all don't mind, man. This was a good one. This was a good one, though, man. Appreciate you coming on. Blue, you want to go first, man? Say your last.
Just salute, man, to the Godfather, man, aka Blood, my brother, man. Salute to him, man. Salute Act Reacher, my brother, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Shit, man. Boxing, man. You know, it's entertainment. It helps us, it removes us mentally from reality of what's reality going on. So hopefully it get back to any sort of norm. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a sport that they risk their life, so it's not a you don't play boxing, right? But you know, it's still a form of entertainment, and it removes us from reality, man, and what's going on, man. Currently, it don't have no color, man. We all getting hit, you know, from every different direction. So, you know, hey, man, hopefully it get back to, you know, some sort of norm, man. And that's it, man. Salute to y'all, man. Stay safe.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
No
Godfather.
doubt.
Yes, sir, man. I wanted to say, man, this has been a great show at Reaching, man. I'd like to thank you so much for inviting me to the show. I hope to come back again. I'm sure you'll invite me again. And I said, man, I'll come through anytime you invite me. And it's been a pleasure being on here with my blood brother, Blue Blood Sports, who I'm hoping to do some work with down the line, man. We got to get back, man, Blue. We got to do something together, man. The Blood Brothers, and you know, man, it's an honor, man. And I want everybody to know that boxing, yeah, it's a sport that brings us all together. And sometimes we get really mad, especially us fight fans. But man, really, man, I got nothing but love for all of you brothers on here who's putting it in for boxing. Okay, we might have a disagreements, but I got love for all of you brothers, man. All right, all of you. That's what I gotta say.
Yeah, and the disagreements is just our passion. That's what it is, man.
Yes,
my mom used to tell me, you don't argue with nobody that you don't care about.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's all family, man. It's some, and sometimes there's some infighting. But you know what? I still love all y'all brothers, and y'all all family to me. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I look at everybody. I feel like in the LDBC remind me of a family member that I got in real life. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like everybody reminds me of a certain cousin because I got a big family. But that's another story. That's another blog for another day too. And I want to thank you, Blood, for coming, and thank you, Blue. You know what I mean, for coming in here and chopping it up. My New York brother, you already know. You know what I mean? And salute to Blood. And I am going to try to be on your show. I'm going to try to return the favor, you know, before I get you on my show again. I'll try to return the favor and come over to your channel. It'll probably have to be a Sunday again, most likely. But, you know,
I got an idea.
Sunday good.
I got an idea for us.
Sunday good for me, man.
It would definitely have to be a Sunday because they gave me Sundays off because, you know, I kind of been going crazy with the OT. I was working 7 days. I only work 6 now. So
I'm not working right now. So now.
Yeah, good time. You kept telling me that. Make sure you tell me to get as much, you know what I mean, content from you as I can, you know, while you're not working. I know.
Hey, I got to go back to work in September. I got something lined up, but until September, I'm not doing shit.
No, let's make it happen, bro. Because I ain't.
I want to drive to Corona. I don't want it.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sitting in the crib, so that's it.
Okay,
Blue man, I'm gonna get with you, Blue.
Yeah, because Blood, I'm coming down there, so I'll be down there on the 26th.
I want to get you on a documentary, Blue. I'm gonna send you like a rough draft for one of my documentaries and try to get you on there with me, man. I'll do all the editing.
All right, cool. Let's make it happen, bud.
Okay.
You already know. All you gotta do is say the word. Let's make it happen. But Blood, I'll be down there. So I'm leaving here. I'm driving down, so I'm leaving here on the 26th. So I'll be there on the 27th.
Okay. I will meet up with you, man. We can have some dinner for sure.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
Okay.
All right, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Stay safe.
Thank you, Akreacher.
No problem.
Thank you, Akreacher, my brother. Thank you,
I never steer you wrong, and I'm out.
Peace.
Peace.
Yes.